though you're talking about like an extra, not an extra. I'm sure they were
they were main character for the episode, but yeah. But yeah,
Billie Piper was the companion for 2.5 seasons, like 2.5 Doctors, I think. Is she?
Yeah.
Right.
Doctor and a half.
No.
Yeah. Technically a Doctor and a half. She never finished Tennant's run, but she did do all of Edmondson's run.
Right.
Yeah,
So
3 seasons worth, but technically, did she do?
So you can
Tennant
see
seasons?
why, even though that would be the. I think she either left or I don't know if she died. I don't remember. I'm not.
She and one of the many versions of Tennant are in a Mirror Universe. Yeah, Mirror Earth.
Oh yeah. Oh, and it's God. And I know that they have to go back and use some stuff from old Who that nobody knows, because if you start just making shit up, it's hard to make it make sense. But they're just like, we're going to with gods. We're fighting against gods. Here we go. And I'm like, all right, we got gods. Okay.
They started that with Lux, didn't they?
Yeah. Lux?
Yeah.
The cartoon?
Yeah, Lux Imperator.
Imperator. Well, no, they did it with they did the game
master. Or no, yeah, it was Game Maker.
Yeah, the
game master. Yeah, Game Maker, and then Anubis was right before that. He was a big dog that got dragged through the time vortex, I think, or maybe that was after. See, I don't know. And then they fought against Maestro, which is different from Game Master because she's the she's the god of music, and we're gonna have a music battle like that one scene in Doctor Who, not that one scene in Doctor Strange. Fuck, too many doctors, too many music scenes. It was 2. It was fun.
The number to those was 2.
Yeah, too many. Just like I keep saying it. Just BBC. I know you don't have a lot going on. Just take Doctor Who and just like nestle it like a little baby and put it in a crib and put a beautiful, wonderful blanket on it and let it just go to sleep and stay asleep forever.
Give us more Red Dwarf.
Yeah, give us more Red Dwarf.
I do believe it's about time though for Red Dwarf to get new characters.
Honestly, yeah.
That's heresy,
I'd like to see a nice torch handing so we can just keep going. Because, let's be honest, they can't keep going forever. Mm-hmm. And as much as I don't want them to disappear,
the dimensional fuckery they've done, they can do it pretty goddamn easy.
Yeah, they could literally recast themselves.
Uh-huh.
In fact, that's what you should do. BBC, because I know you're listening, get each of the actors of Red Dwarf to pick their replacement. Let them hire them.
Yeah, they absolutely should.
Just follow them around with cameras until they pick someone, and then turn that into a Red Dwarf episode.
Right. God, I love Red Dwarf. I am so goddamn lucky. I've mentioned it before, but I grew up in one of the 2 cities in the United States that aired Red Dwarf. It was Houston and someplace in fucking Washington State.
Oh no, it wasn't Anubis. It was Sutek. And don't forget your favorite god of chaos, Desiderium. I'm sitting there watching it with Matt, and Matt's kind of looking at me, and it's just like, maybe they'll make it make sense. I don't know. Just let's stick with it. And I was like, okay. I do really like that each person who plays Doctor Who, obviously, when they regenerate, they get a nice like last word in that kind of feels a little bit meta because it seems like the actor is saying, "Oh, this has been amazing," like, and I'm leaving now. You know, that's always been my favorite part.
Yeah. God, maybe it'll make sense. We'll just stick with it. Reminded me of like the only anime I've ever regretted buying. I bought. No, I don't own that one. But I bought an anime called Girls Bravo based solely on fan service because I was like fucking 15. Then I sat down and watched it and I was like, what the fuck is this? Like 6 episodes in, I'm like, this makes no goddamn sense. There's been a few jokes that made me laugh, but over the course of 6 episodes, what the fuck is going on? But I bought the show, so I figured I'd watch the whole of it. It had one inexplicably brilliantly animated fight scene in the last episode, and that was the highlight of the show. It didn't really make any sense. It didn't so much have a plot as it did things happened. Oh, it sucked. It's also like the only anime I've sold. Yeah, I don't have that one anymore. It was not worth keeping around. I was never gonna rewatch it.
I just my favorite thing in the world is my sister in college. A lot of her friends were recommending Food Wars to her, and keep in mind, this is Food Wars. I don't know if they were doing it as a joke. I've only seen, well, I'm not going to tell it myself, but I have only seen the scenes the fan service scenes, I'll just say. And,
yes, the tastings.
Yeah. And they didn't tell her, like, hey, just watch, like, in this anime, they really like the food, and by really like, I mean they come, like, actually.
I'd like to know the reason for that, because they've talked about it.
Yeah,
like the production staff has talked about it. How do you animate that something is delicious?
I don't know. How do you emote that something is delicious? Just like
exactly, just be like, oh,
talk about it.
That's so yummy. Is that really going to show that this is like the best thing ever?
I mean,
so they decided to make the food literally orgasmic.
Yeah. So she was sitting with a potential like boyfriend, like somebody that she was seeing and talking to for a while. And one night she looked over at, I think his name was I think his name was like Dan or something. And looked over at Dan and was like, "Hey, a lot of people. I don't know if you're into anime." And he was like, "Yeah, I've it's been recommended to me sometimes, but I just haven't had time." And she was like, "Yeah, well, a lot of my really close friends have been recommending that we watch this Food Wars." And he was like, "Oh yeah, I think I've heard of that. That's one of those food, that's one of those food anime that they animate the food and it does like fun things." I think he was maybe referring to that one scene. I don't know, in you know that there's the one scene where the grandma is not in Food Wars. The one scene where the grandma is cooking eggs and bacon over a fire, and the fire is like really whatever. I don't know, but basically they sit down and turn it on, and I think the first scene of the first episode of Food Wars is one of those tastings, and I think it goes to, I think they might be eating calamari, and it turns into full like actual tentacle porn, like actual tentacle porn, like fully.
It doesn't go that far.
It doesn't go well
because of
to my sister.
Censor laws.
The car, and she just heard all of that. That was her first impression of you guys.
Oh,
that's hilarious. That is amazing.
To be fair, that was only half of the people talking.
He said straight up tentacle porn. Mind you, that is her first impression of you.
Hello. We don't talk like this very often. It's often worse. Anyway, so this scene happens, and my sister is just sitting there with this potential love interest of hers, just like in horror. Alexis has to like look away. Dan is like weirdly into it, and then they end the date. I never talk to each other again.
I didn't sensible porn.
That is fucking hilarious.
And
She's real for that.
And then Alexis apparently went to her friends the next day and was like, "You guys ruined everything. What was the first episode?" And they were all like, "Oh my god, we didn't actually know that you would do it. We watch it during like a date. Oh, we should have maybe explained to you." And they did it to fuck with her, you know. Which is, you know.
Wait, what is this?
So, oh god, please don't make me tell this story again.
No, I just want to know what show it is.
It's
Food Wars.
So, Food Wars.
Oh god. Oh god. For a
Anyways,
first date? That's wild.
Trev, welcome back.
I don't know what Food Wars is, so I'm keeping my motherfucking mouth shut.
You should open it up. That's how the Trev live reacts.
I'm keeping my mouth shut until I look up Food Wars on Google. So, sorry.
That might not be wise.
Yeah, you're already on enough lists.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Ace and I convinced Ace to watch Lyco Rico, and we shotgunned the whole series in a single night.
Jeez.
Oh, you know what I, you know what I thought Food Wars was, is I thought it was Veggie Tales. Do you guys know?
Oh my god!
I will.
Oh my god!
Say,
oh,
you should watch it with. You should watch it with that in mind, and then you're gonna see a lot of weird things.
Absolutely should, and yeah, stream that
Stream
live.
it, yeah.
I have got to see that reaction.
I was like Food Wars. Are they talking about that one where the vegetables are all Christians?
So I was looking hard to think of the exact opposite of VeggieTales, but it is Food Wars.
Okay,
I will say,
okay, got it.
I will say that Food Wars does not have Christian overtones in it. Maybe, I don't know. I haven't seen it.
None. Zero. Okay, just making sure. I just was a little unclear. Just wanted to make
The general
sure.
premise of the show is that a boy cooks so good he makes women's clothes fly off.
Oh my lord.
Literally.
No, what?
And the reason for that is because the people were making it were like, well, how do we show that the food is tasty?
But in a way, that'll get us
The logical conclusion to that question was, of course their clothes have to fly off.
Oh my god. This is amazing. This is absolutely amazing. Absolutely.
It does
amazing.
make a certain amount of sense coming from the point of view of a studio that wants people to watch their show.
My wife says buns out and all.
Mm-hmm. Buns out. No, that's very funny.
But
Oh my goodness.
I love her.
contrast with Lycoris Recoil, which has like no fan service but a lot of violence.
Speaking of recoil,
None of it's graphic.
What's that one? I had the animal one recommended to me a lot. The one that was on Netflix, I think.
BNA?
Yeah, I think so.
is that the one where the girl's a raccoon and can also, for some reason, go her body parts really big?
Because she's not a raccoon. She's
Duh.
a tanuki.
Of course.
No, seriously, that's the entire point. She's a tanuki, which
Alright.
in Japanese mythology can shapeshift.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, right here.
Oh, Trev. God. Oh, my God.
Thank you for that comedic timing, Trev.
I know. Give me 5, Jack. Give me a
Oh yeah.
He said, that's because she's not a raccoon, as if that explained everything.
It's okay. I will say, Jack, it couldn't have gone unsaid. We did need to know what the context was.
What? That's why I elaborated. Tanukis can shapeshift.
I love it. I love it.
Fuck.
Male Tanukis also have balls the size of volleyballs.
And a long time ago, on a galaxy far, far away.
Like what?
Jeez. Oh my god.
By the way, I am away from my computer and on the road currently. So if I need to make a roll, Buford, please make that roll for me.
Yeah.
Are you able to? Well, so
No.
I can. No, okay.
Oh, no. I can make the roll. It's easy enough. I already made a meme
I
to
can
answer your
listen,
question.
and that is the extent of my.
Gotcha. The first thing is going to be a role playing thing anyway. So, all right. Well, last we left off, everybody should have Foundry open, who is currently at their computer. Diego, are you here? I haven't heard your voice.
I am right here, baby boy.
Hi. I missed you.
Hi. I missed you too. Glad you went on that trip, though. Sounded like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Are you interrupting
it was-
something?
Yeah. Well, he is laying in bed next to me, but like, I don't know. I don't know what. Hang on one second.
No, he's not actually in your bed next to you. You
That's
don't have
because
to
it's in
leave and
Buford's
check.
bed next to him.
No, we went on a date yesterday.
We had a double date on Friday.
Listen, what you, Brenda,
I mean, we
and
also-
Diego get up to in the privacy of your own home is your business.
No, both our wives were there.
Yeah, baby. Oh,
Oh, it was a party, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, right.
Twice the amount of disappointment.
Yeah.
We went and saw the circus. We annoyed the shit out of our wives. Diego devoured a foot long.
Ooh.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did.
All right. I will before we do a Destiny roll here and do a little bit of a recap. I will just say that I will. So Matt poked me on the shoulder and was like, "Hey, can I talk to you for a second?" And he had sort of a very serious tone on his face and look on his face. I muted and then I went and he goes, "Could you provide me with a succinct explanation to that?" And then he points to a whole brat that's just on the carpet outside of my door, and and I go. I don't know what. And now I did cook brats here today, and I had one left. Arthur grabbed it from downstairs, brought it all the way up here, and then laid it at my door and walked away.
What a good boy.
I know.
He loves me. He loves me. Isn't that right, Matt?
He brought you a brat.
Huh?
Why didn't you put it away?
Why didn't I put it away? This is a question that we can ask in another time, I think. Arthur, no, go away.
Right. Like, what the fuck? Yes, let's get up everyone else's ass.
All right.
He's talking about traffic.
What are we gonna do?
All right.
I'm obviously talking about you and Diego.
Well, no, you said everybody else is asked, and we're monogamous.
All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and do. First of all, we'll go ahead and roll for Destiny. Let me just clear out the track here for a second. Oops! Don't click. I love having a cat. So fun. All right, go ahead and roll for Destiny, everybody.
Button.
You need to click the button. Ooh!
Motherfucker!
Oh my god!
Jesus
Holy
Christ!
shit!
I'm gonna roll
right.
one more time for Abex. No, I can't.
Yep.
It won't let me.
Oh, I can roll.
Yeah.
Here. I can go.
If you don't roll light side points, it's
rigged.
I'm trying to think. It's heterophobic.
I'm really sorry, guys. So that is 7 dark side points to me.
Oh, Jesus
What's
Christ.
the dark side?
And 0 to light. So, because of this, now is the first time that a home rule that I have created comes into place. Hey, Kyle.
What?
Could you roll me a D100, please?
No.
Are you just making up rules now?
No, I actually did have this established. It all went dark side, which I never thought would ever happen. I just rolled on the obligation track.
Oh. Phenomenal.
So, we'll see what that comes in after the... All right.
That was not a fun sound.
I'm concerned now.
Oh, that's interesting. How am I going to do that?
On your own time.
Fuck. All right. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and do a little bit of a recap. Welcome to the Scab Games, everybody. You've been playing this for you've been in the games for like 8 hours at this point. You've gone and cleared a couple of places. You went to a droid factory. You went to a couple of other places here, if I could pull out my notes. Boop.
To that building that you had collapsed and blew up my jetpack.
Yes, blew up the jetpack. That was fun. The towers. You are currently in the Scav compound after disabling the defenses and a very, very good display of infiltration by your wonderful slicer, Tam Bayless. You entered and walked through a slew of dead smuggler bodies of a couple of different teams. You then walked into the main complex of the Scav compound, sort of a hollowed out fuselage of a ship, where you were met with a very familiar face. The face of what you assume to be a New Republic operative. She is sitting currently in a chair. She has a gun currently on the floor, maybe 5 feet in front of her. You are all sort of stacked up against the door. The last thing that she's told you was that she is unarmed and that you may as well come out because I'm alone in here. She's currently Kyvax, you and Vale, you are all by the door. You see her sort of sitting in the middle of a sort of a broken up and busted up room. A couple of computer consoles are sitting right behind her. Go ahead and give me Vale. Go ahead and give me a perception check for me, please. This will be difficulty 1.
Bend to dark side, you coward.
No. All right, that's 1 success. Perfect. You notice that she is currently holding her left arm, and it's braced against her left flank, like her abdomen area. You see blood is sort of stopped. She has a rag sort of stuff and pressed, holding pressure against her abdomen, and she looks pale.
Vale just kind of steps forward. Do you require assistance?
Yeah, I think we might be past that at this point. Are you guys gonna come in or what? Finish me off?
Lina.
Yep. Vale, you clear the path? No, I meant
Kybax,
all the way. Yeah, thank you.
Kybax will like step out of the way, and at the same time go into his pocket and pull out the paper and like look down at it. This is the same woman that dropped the paper on me, right?
You recognize her as the person who brushed up against you, and then you found the paper on the ground. You didn't witness her fully like do the drop, but you saw her face and then saw a piece of paper on the ground, and she was gone when you looked up.
Yeah. So I do hold up the paper and I'm like, you lose some?
Yeah, I figured that you would have found that. If you could all... There's nobody else in here. You all can come in if you need to.
Can you... I'm sorry, I'm going to have to lift your arm. Oh. Yeah,
And you see a deep...
Gonna put that back.
What looks like a disintegration wound, actually. You see that... it's disruptor pistols. They fuck with your body's ability to coagulate and to form and to clot. You see that there's just blood, like flowing into the cavity that was created by the disintegration round. You see that she's just keeping her arm just braced against the wound as you go and check.
Okay. Lina unhooks her medical pack. Okay, let's see what we got for this. So I'm going to go to work. The med pack.
She grabs you by the shoulder. Just get everybody in here. Come on.
Is everyone not in there? We all moved.
Cam.
Oh, like actually? Okay.
Yeah, like
Maybe
in the
don't
room. Sorry.
Bring everyone in before, in the event of a bomb, but okay.
You see, whoever was the last one to go in, Cam and Tam. You notice right behind you. There's a camera drone that's starting to sweep down and starting to look at you all entering the complex.
Cam turns around, gives it a playful salute, and hits the door button.
The door shuts, and she goes, "Yeah, that was good. Thank you." She puts her other hand up to her ear. All right, go ahead, guys. And you see the lights flicker in the room, and you all hear your comms in your ears go out.
Lady, do you want me to try to save you or not?
You can try. She looks at you all. I just activated a disruptor field on the broadcast just in case there's any cameras in here. I looked around, but I suppose you probably have questions. Now's a good time to ask them.
So what the fuck happened here?
Yeah, that was going to be my question.
We entered into the games. My party immediately went to scout ahead. Didn't hear back from them. I had sent 2 people up to try to disrupt whatever we could about the games to see if we could get the whole thing called off, but I'm the section leader here. I'm New Republic Intelligence.
So we're what? The backup?
You're gonna be. Is that a problem?
Nope.
You see that she like looks around at each of you. She pulls out a data pad. Yeah, go ahead and Lina. It's going to be. I just need to look at the critical injury. Yeah. So, this is a critical injury that you're attempting to heal. This is going to be a daunting injury. So that is 1, 2, 3. That's difficulty 4 medicine check.
Okay. It does allow me to perform. My med pack does allow me to perform relatively complex medical procedures in the field, like emergency med packs. They allow the character to use a medicine skill without penalty. So, there's any penalties on this yet?
No.
Okay.
Not to this. So this is just you healing a critical injury.
Yep.
She is currently under the effect of the bleeding out critical injury. Yeah.
Yep.
Is Vale able to provide untrained assistance just for being basically an assistant?
Yeah, sure. What's Vale doing?
I could manage the med pack as Lina just focuses on the wound.
Gotcha. Yeah, go ahead and add a boost die.
That seems to be bleeding especially badly.
That's a second boost die. My med pack adds 1 as well.
Gotcha.
Okay. All right. This happens while they talk. It's going to take a while.
Gotcha. So, me and my crew were stationed on the Resolve, which is the name of the big ship that crashed. We were a small intelligence attaché attached to the ship. We were in charge of escorting some intel back to the New Republic lines. We were then put into the orbit of Randone when a remnant fleet came out and attacked. We've been here for about a month, and we've been trying to get access to the crash site. The crash site. We have, on 3 separate occasions, attempted our own infiltration. The Randone militia has locked down that entire area for these godforsaken games. So we haven't had any luck trying to... You see that she, like, her head... She looks down at you, Lina, as you're... Ah! Frick!
Yeah, it's gonna hurt. You're missing a good portion of you.
Okay.
And you saw the scav games as your chance to finally get back into the ship.
Yeah.
So that's cool. Cool. Good to know. I meant more immediate sense. What happened in this room? And immediately outside it?
Well, I knew that my only chance was really to find a place to hunker down and try to survive. Blew a hole in the back wall, and that explosion drew the attention of the assholes out there. I was able to hold most of them off. Then one of them had a disruptor pistol hidden, and that's me, gone.
Oh, you're going to be fine.
We did give we did give Vale a disruptor pistol, right? Like I remember wanting to give him one.
You keep saying that. He has denied you at every attempt.
Yes, that's what happened. I remember now.
Yeah, so you might be carrying an extra pistol, but Vale is... That is not my purpose.
So, I hunker down in here, and as luck would have it, some people that I did a drop to were in the games anyway. I figured that you were all joining. We've been tailing you for some time around Randone.
Why?
Well, I'm New Republic Intelligence. It helps to know things when you're in intelligence. I happen to know that the Black Sun has a pretty penny on your heads. And I know what that's like. A lot of people in the Republic know what that's like. So figured we would be kindred spirits, and I use my initiative to see if you are more than what you look like, which you seem to be. Unless you...
Good news is you're probably right about that. We were on our way into New Republic space. Threw our lot in with them.
Is that right?
Problem is, well, Black Sun didn't want us to leave, and we had to stop somewhere for repairs.
Yeah.
Don't remind me. Actually, the hole in your side is a little smaller than the one in the ship.
She never did answer my question. What exactly do we look like?
I have a helmet on.
Well, yeah.
Well, then never mind.
A bunch of
Ragtag group of smugglers?
yeah. And trust me when I tell you, we have a decent amount of those in the Republic. We're kind of known for them, actually. I'm not a recruiter. I'm not really. I'm just going. I'm trying to say that I knew which way the wind was blowing, and that's why. It doesn't matter. I'm obviously in no condition. My team is obviously in no condition to get into that ship. Figure, if you guys are able to win this, you're going to be able to get. You're going to own the ship anyway. And even if you don't, once the militia stands down, we'll have a good chance of being able to infiltrate. Well, you will. I'm probably out of the action for a little while, but
what exactly is in the ship that you're trying to get?
Written on the note.
Well, yes, and an intelligence cache, that I understood, but what is it?
I have a better question. Why are you trying to ask about classified information? Like she even knows.
Well, I don't like going after things that, number one, I don't know what they are, and number two, I don't know where they are. It tends to blow up in our face.
The where, I'm pretty sure she can answer.
yeah, there is a intelligence section that's cordoned off for intelligence purposes only on the ship. It's in the lower decks, away. It's hidden as a maintenance access crawlway. There is a small computer lab that's down there that has archives of intercepted Imperial intelligence.
Okay.
I also, since I know I was stationed on the ship itself, I happen to have some idea about what it actually is. Now, that's not something that I should be able to officially know, because apparently I'm not high enough to know what's in a random floppy disk somewhere, but she sort of fixes her hair with her sort of blood-stained hands. God, I'm fucking gross.
I think I have a wet wipe in here somewhere.
Oh,
You will come nowhere near her with your wet wipe.
You're a very interesting doctor.
What's wrong with a wet wipe?
It'd be pouring water in an
He
ocean
says
at this
that
point.
He's pulling out. Like, it's literally like one of those single-use baby wipes out of a pouch.
It's like something that douchebags in suits pull out of their suit jacket pocket. I brought some tissues with me just in case.
You have no idea how many times Brains gets on the Beskar, and it's just easier to get it off with the wet wipe.
That wet
Yes,
wipe
but
is
you-
likely saturated with the fluids from our previous scav location.
Oregon Village.
Oh.
Anyway,
Also, you wouldn't wipe off your armor until after the bleeding had stopped.
Well, I was more going for the hair that is currently now streaked with blood, but
you see that she's just watching this exchange. Potentially, I think I found the right group. You are all certifiably insane.
Oh, you have no idea.
Lina pokes the wound a bit.
Oh.
All good.
Okay. I'm sorry.
You're gonna survive, but you are gonna have to get to a hospital. Like I'm actually not a doctor.
Oh yeah, that was the closest thing we have.
So yeah. Good luck.
Thank you. Listen, what we were moving, it wasn't. I know that it wasn't
not biological. We're good.
Her eyes sort of squint a little bit. Give me a. Give me a.
Oh, shit.
You know I don't like it when you guess my plot twists. You know I don't like that. Go ahead and give me. Go ahead and give me a.
Problem is, all of us are genre savvy.
Yeah. Your characters aren't supposed to be genre savvy. Damn it.
This wasn't Kybax being genre savvy. This was Kybax being, I know when a client isn't telling me something.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead and give me go ahead and give me perception. Actually, I'll say difficulty of 1.
Buford.
Yep. That is the thing I'm doing. Skullduggery.
I'm not
Which one?
particularly
Agility or
good at
cunning?
Perception.
Oh, perception. Perception. Difficulty 1? It's easy enough.
Yeah.
Even Kybax can do it. Can I buy with light side?
Oh,
Oh, wait.
Nope. You don't see anything, Gyvax. Anyway.
Hey, can anyone else make that perception check? We're all in the room.
I'll just say. You look at her face and something. She is not happy that you mentioned that biological things were a red line for you.
It's not so much a red line as that's going to require some more finagling. But he takes a look at that and goes, "Fuck. Okay, that's going to be harder."
Listen, it wasn't weapons. If that's what you're worried about, at least not in the traditional sense. It was research, from what I understand.
All right.
It was
Any
recovered.
kind of biological research, I have the unfortunate knowledge that tends to go badly for everybody involved, especially when the
You're
Empire's
wasting
involved.
Time.
Yeah.
We need to finish the scav games first. Everything else is secondary at this point.
Okay. Well, what you can do, our jamming signals has maybe another minute left on it. You're going to need to make it so I can't chase you so that this makes sense.
Oh, honey, you're not going anywhere.
You got sedatives in that med pack?
Yeah.
Yeah, making it so you can't go anywhere won't be a problem.
Gotcha. I appreciate you doing this for me. I don't really have a team left, and
Well, let's just say we know a little something about what it's like to have your back against the wall.
Yeah.
Besides,
Don't
be a little bit difficult to start up a courier company in the New Republic if we're known as the ones who killed an asset.
Yeah, I mean, we do need chips. All right.
We'll make sure we
All right,
lock the
Doc.
door on our way out.
All right, Doc, maybe go to sleep.
She looks
Go
at the
ahead and
meds.
give me medicine check tip 2.
Watch you fail and just kill her.
Yeah. If you had rolled a failure and a despair, I would have killed her. Yeah, probably. Yeah. So you jab her right next to the wound. She goes, ah, and she slunks out of her chair.
So now that she's out cold, how we can't just really leave her here. We have to lock the door and like signal for some sort of extract. She really does need medical attention.
Did they give us some way to call for help should we need it? Like call for an extract?
No.
This is the scav games.
Well, yes, but like they're usually, even in these kinds of things, there's a way to like pop a flare and be like, "Hey, I'm pulling out. I need someone to come get me."
Like shoot out sparks, like in the Goblet of Fire.
Right.
Fuck, I'm such a nerd.
These are the scav games.
You see that. I'll spend a dark side point here. You can call her an extract, but you don't. You see that she doesn't have a tablet on her. So you would need to use your tablet to call for an extract, and when you use your tablet, it's going to pick up everybody on your team.
Ah, gotcha. Well, I guess after we get the rest of what we got, we can come back and get her.
And it is right around this time that you hear your comms click back into focus.
Comms check.
Oh, we'll just get the camera. Like, her own people will see her, and then they'll deal with it.
You just said she doesn't have a team left.
Here, she wouldn't be the only person out there. Like, we have Rick's. Someone should be watching.
Yeah, it should be fine.
Fuck. And the door opens. Camera drone comes down, sort of zooms in, and you hear the computer go, "All right, folks," and after some sort of communications blackout. Oh, and there's another kill. I see. I hope we were. Oh God, that's a horrible wound. Mom.
Hey.
All right, and the camera drone goes, zooms away.
Linus starts checking these bodies for another tab.
Another tablet?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Give me 1 second. I have a very insistent cat on me.
Oh. Get see.
Do you hear that? He said.
He's just like, "You will not stop petting me, you fuck."
Yeah,
I don't
sounds
care
like
that
a cat.
I don't
Who
care
do
that
you
you only
think
have
you are?
one hand. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I suppose.
Oh, that's dangerous. Man,
What?
riding on a Harley 80 miles an hour down the highway in a tank top and basketball shorts.
Eat crayon.
Well, yeah. So you guys head out. Underneath her body. Oh yeah. Underneath her body, you see that there is a beacon. She was sitting on a beacon.
Yeah,
That's
the beacon we
blinking
need.
at you.
All right, let's sync it.
Okay, so that's 3 out of how many do we need?
That's a good question.
5. Maybe
5,
6.
yeah. Well, actually, there isn't like a known number that you need to get. You just need to get more than the other teams.
All right,
Because there
so
could
let's
be
head to
any
the next
number of
closest
users.
beacon.
Yeah. As soon as you sync the beacon, cat doing cat things. Yes, there is stuff on that windowsill that you knocked down.
Well, not anymore. There isn't.
I mean, we
Yes.
don't have to leave her here. We have an extra seat.
Do we have an extra seat? I thought all our seats were taken.
Nope. No. Yeah, no. There's an extra seat. She's safer here. Yeah, we got the beacon. She's safer here now. Okay. Lina's having a big issue trying to figure out what to do with her.
Yeah, she's just laying there. She looks peaceful. She's sleeping. No longer appears to be in any pain.
Yeah, she's knocked out. Okay, we have to go. I've done what I can. Yeah. Okay. But
Lina.
Yes.
I'll go ahead and give me a. What is Lina's instinct right now?
We need to go, but she needs help.
Mm-hmm. I will say, go ahead and give me a discipline check. I'm gonna spend another dark side. I'm gonna roll a diff. I'll say diff 2 with an upgrade.
Yeah. Enjoy the fail.
Lina, you're not a doctor, but after reading a bunch of stuff about being a doctor, you know that the one thing that you're not supposed to do is leave your patient just out.
Yeah. Fail. Pick her up.
Yeah. I hear you.
She's ours now.
I know Vile will scoop up the New Republic intelligence lady.
Let's head to the next beacon then.
Sounds good. You get up on your speeder, which is right over here, by the way. Which, did we establish like an actual name for your speeder? Did you name it something?
The Dragonfly, I think.
You did.
I believe so, yeah.
Oh wow.
You're the dragonfly.
That noise is 2 seconds too long. Let's go ahead and get you to your next objective.
Lina's sitting in the back with her patient, so Vale is sitting up front with Cam.
All right. Just let me get acquainted here.
Oh, wait, no. Vale was on the sidecar. So it's 10.
Yeah, Vale was on the sidecar.
Yeah.
But he can set the agent in the speeder and then move to his sidecar.
Yeah, and I think Kybax was on the other sidecar.
Yeah.
Yes. You go ahead and the tablet, whoever's in front now and who's currently holding the tablet, you get this image.
Can you share that image with the rest of the class, aka me?
Yes.
Kyle, you want to describe it?
Already on it. Oh, I was just going to send him the photo.
Smells so fucking bad.
It appears to be a green waterfall of detritus. The water appears to be flowing out of some sort of vessel.
Green water. Lovely.
Yeah, it does not look pleasing.
It looks gross.
Play some music here.
That really does just look properly unhygienic.
Some might
You
say
make
toxic.
your way over to Dun 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 Dun. You. I want to.
I was gonna. Yeah, I'm not gonna continue that, but I was going to. Anyway, yes, please.
I do have a. I want to have a button prepared with just the first little thing of that, like every time somebody says that word. Kyle, write it up.
That would be
Yeah,
awesome.
He says, flipping me off. You are all making your way over to the waterfall area. You see that it's a little bit of a ride. I don't know if we've recovered strain, but go ahead and make me a strain roll, please. I believe it is for that. I think it is it resilience?
It's a cool or discipline check.
I ask cool or discipline. Go ahead and give me, so it's cool or discipline, and as however many successes you roll is how many strain you regain. Anybody else have strain off?
Just emotional.
I had 2 strain.
You had 1 strain. Yeah, we'll do a cool check for you.
And I'm trained in cool.
Yeah, you roll 3 successes. You get 3 back.
Can I recover strain with those advantages, or is that not?
No, it's only successes, unfortunately.
Yeah, okay.
For that, is there anything else that you would like to do as you go to your next objective? You see that from the nav beacon point on the tablet, you see that you have maybe an hour's ride to get there.
Is there anything that we are forgetting to do? It has been so long since we were here.
Mechanically, I don't believe so. We rolled for strain. I haven't called for any tasks yet for your way en route. You are currently zooming along with the dragonfly, sort of going towards your next objective. I'm leaving this space slightly open, so just in case you all wanted to come up with a plan.
I do have something I'd like to do. I did say that as we are moving, Kybax is constantly taking a look and seeing if they're being followed, because we were warned that that is a thing that some of these teams like to do.
Gotcha. You do not detect Go ahead and give me a perception check, Kybax, since you're taking the lead on looking out for that. I will allow you to declare your difficulty. As a reminder, you have 2 untrained dice in perception.
Yes, I do. Would anyone else like to assist me on this, or would like to do it themselves? Because I'm bad at it. I just remembered to do it.
Yeah. So you're currently, and explanation for that. You're currently you're like in a little sidecar, zooming along very, very quickly. You guys increase the speed of your speeder so that it goes incredibly quickly. So you are having a hard time even really. You have to use your repulsor assistance to even like keep your neck from snapping back. Like, it's a lot.
Yeah, Lina's too busy tending to her patient to do anything else.
Gotcha.
Cam is busy driving.
You're not.
Sorry, what was the? I'm sorry about this, guys. What was the roll?
Yeah, it's a perception check for. It's a perception check for looking out to see if anybody is following you.
I can aid in it. I don't know if I'm any better than you are at it.
I have 2 green dice.
Oh, okay. I am better. I guess I can do it then.
I will let you declare the difficulty between 1 and 4.
Oh. Well, I'll do 2. I think I can do 2.
All right, go ahead. Perfect. Yeah, you look out among the expanse. You see the landscape is changing slightly, going from a very dusty sort of highlands area. You're actually heading closer to Port Willisar, the city. As you get further and further there, you see that you're actually meeting back and sort of doubling back to the sort of boggy area that you were in previously. You see a lot of this sort of water runoff in this valley, and as you continue moving forward, you don't detect any other speeders or any other trails within your sight distance. It is starting to get a little bit later in the day, probably like mid to late afternoon. The sun is sort of hanging a little bit lower in the sky. You continue moving. You see the landscape is beginning to change. You see two incredibly large mounds of junk you're passing through that create a sort of like man-made valley. You see that this is one of a number of runoff areas, because if you're going to scavenge, you need somewhere where all the water that accumulates from machinery, from old sewage systems, it all needs to go somewhere. And you see it's starting to culminate into this small stream that gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And as you continue to head downstream, you see what looks like a large capital ship engine that seems to have been put in this place deliberately to funnel all of the water down and through. You see that you have a couple of different routes that you can go. For the person who's navigating, who is navigating currently? I guess it would be Tam.
Yep, it's going to be Tam because Line is too busy.
Tam, go ahead.
Tam with a T?
Tam with a T.
Because Cam's driving.
Oh, I figured that Cam would be navigating and driving. But Tam with a T will be happy to navigate as well.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and give me a survival check, please. I will say difficulty of 2, and I'm going to spend a dark side point to add to upgrade one of the die for the difficulty.
Of course you will. Okay, so 1 challenge die, 1 difficulty.
That's right.
I will say I think it was Kybax that was doing the survival checks, because I think I am trained in it, if I'm not mistaken.
You're trained, but this is the first time we've used survival for navigation. Lina was doing it, we were doing astrogation.
No, I mean, we did a survival check before in the Scav games when we were navigating to the first site. And it was...
Oh, right, no, I was just assisting Cam.
Right.
Piloting, which I'm no longer doing.
So I would be doing the survival checks. I don't want Cam doing those because I don't think he is trained in that at all.
I'm not. I'm happy to do it, but I'm not trained in it. So I'll just go ahead and close that up. Thank you.
All right, yeah. Alex, go ahead and give me, it will be Diff 2 with an upgrade, survival.
Does anybody mind if I spend a light side on that?
Go for it.
Spending up. Rolling now. Pass with 2 advantage.
Can I do anything with those?
Character finds information, resources in greater multitude.
So there you
can
go.
accurately predict the weather for the remainder of the day.
Holy shit.
And you gain you can gain some insight on the environment and downgrade the difficulty of future survival checks.
I will downgrade the difficulty of future survival checks.
All right. Sounds good. Kybax, as we begin getting closer to sort of the mouth of this river, as it flows into this sort of engine component, you see that there are a couple of routes to get to the area that you're going. You see that the tablet hasn't really gone into like its proximity sensor mode. You see that it's still giving you a nav point that's on the other side of this engine bay. You can either go directly through the engine thing, which is a direct route. It would take less time, but it would also be more dangerous because you're not sure what's on the other side. Or you can do either the left or the right up the mountain. It would take a little bit longer because you're taking a less direct route, and you're slightly less sure about what the terrain is like on the other side. I will say, with the advantages, that I will just let you know about the terrain of the mountains. The one on the right is a taller mountain than the one on the left. So if you're looking for the most direct option that's not going right through the engine compartment, you would want to go to the left.
Okay. And can I tell as far as that goes. Is there like a leaderboard of where we're at as far as who has the most beacons?
You know that you're pretty close to the top of the leaderboard. The leaderboard at this point, I think there were 24 teams. 12 of them had been eliminated by the first event. A couple of other teams were eliminated after the second event, and a couple of more. So you're one of like 6 teams left. It doesn't give you a count of who has how many beacons, but you would surmise that each of those teams have at least one beacon.
Okay. I feel like we can afford to take a slightly longer bout. So he goes over the comms and goes, Cam, I think we need to go to the left. Mountain's a little shorter that way. I don't trust the direct route. I don't know. Something's not right about that route.
Yeah.
Say again?
Left. We need to go up the left mountain. It's a shorter route, and I don't trust the direct one. Something's iffy about that.
Alright, let's go.
Okay. You go ahead and veer left. I'm going to ask for a piloting check now from you, Jack. Piloting planetary. This is going to be... I should ask, what... Are you going flat out with speed?
Yeah, obviously.
Gotcha. So you're going speed 3. I'll make it difficulty 3. No upgrades.
Right, difficulty 3, no upgrades. Anyone mind if I spend a light side point?
Send it.
Please.
He's looking hungry over there.
Alright, here we go.
All right. I have a threat. Give me one moment. You find that as you begin moving up the mountain, you see that you have to really push the engines hard. You take 1 system strain as you go up the mountain, and you find that you have to overcharge the engines to keep your speed up. But other than that, you are totally fine. Your ship does not have any wounds currently. Well, it does have wounds, actually. It has 3. It has 3 wounds, now with 1 system strain. You make it. Give me just one moment.
When did we get wounds?
From the minefield.
I forgot about the minefield.
Okay. I'm going to ask for 1 more perception check. This is going to be a high difficulty one. Whoever would like to make it, I will ask for 1 person to declare, and I will not take any assists on this because you're going very quickly up a mountain.
I have no problem doing it. I just want you to have a little grace when I inevitably fail.
Cam it is. Cam or Tam
Yeah,
are the
I
best
have no problem.
options.
Yeah, I have no problem.
Send it.
Difficulty is
For one, believe in Tam.
that makes.
I, for one, believe in the law of averages.
The
I'll do it.
Tam is due. That's gambler's fallacy almost. It'll be diff 3.
Our sunk cost is Tam.
No challenge that, huh?
Yeah, I'll add it.
No! I was gonna give you a compliment on how nice you look today. I can't see you, but you know what? I think that you probably look nice today. Oh, that's mean. Okay, fine.
Take it back. You're ugly.
Yeah. And by the way, your hair looks horrible.
It does. Yeah, it's pretty shitty.
Take that.
Tam, as you begin going up the mountain from the little bench seat, you see to your right-hand side, closer to the engine turbine that the river is flowing through, you see very expertly hidden is a speeder.
Ooh.
A speeder that is still running.
Oh.
You see that it's sort of perched. You see that it's sort of perched against the engine bay, and you see that something has been put in front of it in order to try to attempt.
Yeah. Oi, mates. Look over there. I think they're trying to hide from us.
Fuck. I felt something off around that route.
Is there anyone around the speeder?
I will take that. I'll take that success as
Success?
Yeah, as a question here. You do not currently see anybody by the speeder.
So why don't we pause just long enough to say destroy their speeder and be on our merry?
What kind of range are we looking at?
That's a good question. Let me see. Doing some stuff.
The longest range weapon I've got is a long.
And then our ranges, I'm refreshing myself because it's in a little bit. It would be at long range current.
Light them up.
I can look it up if you want.
As I said, light them up.
Kybax sets up the heavy blaster rifle. Make sure that he does a thing where he rests it against the lip of the sidecar, so he's got some extra stability. Aims twice. He'll take a strain to do it, and lights it up with the heavy blaster rifle.
All right, go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll to hit with whatever your dice is going to be.
That'll be 4 yellows, a green, and 2 blues.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think we have any light side point left, so.
You do, actually, if you want to spend it.
Does anybody care?
I mean, you're hitting pretty fucking hard at this point.
Yeah, let's just go ahead with it.
What's the difficulty again?
It's whatever
Difficulty?
his long range difficulty is. So
Okay.
It'll be just a standard.
Yep, so it'll be diff 3.
I only get bonuses when I'm up close and personal.
Okay. Diff 3 at long. Okay, with this heavy, we will actually buy up.
Mm-hmm.
1 advantage.
Gotcha. Remind me, what were our rules regarding personal weapons against hull trauma again? Was it 1/10?
Yeah, so 10 damage to do 1 damage to a vehicle.
Gotcha. Okay, I will say that I will give you all I know that this isn't really a mechanic that works here. I'll give you all a surprise round, actually. If you all would like to fire off some rounds at the speeder.
Yeah. And we'll spend that 1 advantage to recover 1 of his strain.
Sounds good.
Actually, no, give it a boost to the next die.
I think I am the only one that has a long range weapon.
Yeah,
Yes.
I do not.
Yeah, want to get in closer?
No.
No. We're going for
why
the
not?
beacon. Shooting at this speeder is a target of opportunity.
Gotcha. Speaking of which, as you get sort of past and I want to make sure that those. Perfect. One moment, everybody. Just want to make sure that all the tokens are where they need to be.
I got it. it accomplishes the task.
All right. Should all be moving?
Nope. There we go.
Should all be moving now? And of course, I forgot to preload all these, so it's going to be a little bit. My apologies.
Just so you guys know, I am almost home.
Huzzah!
Well, good.
We have no vision on this.
Oh, your tokens are dragged on. That would be why. Give me one moment. So you should all be...
Fucking front veil.
Perfect.
Fuck you.
I didn't move me.
I know. Oh.
All right. Feel free, everybody. You should all have token vision.
Yep.
All right, yeah. If you'd like to go ahead, I'll go ahead and say, for the purposes of brevity, if you would like to spend a light side point, I will just have it be destroyed.
Absolutely.
All right. Curse Bloosh. All right, you see that the you all sort of blast off at it, and yeah, you destroy the speeder. Oh, here I forgot.
Okay, well, good job, everyone. Now, beacons. She holds up the tablet. Where's the beacon? Like in reference to where we are now.
The beacon is currently to your what would be south.
Somewhere in that way.
Yep.
It's out there. So you boys have fun. We'll wait here.
You see out in front of you, to sort of lay out the scene, you see a flowing river. The stench is horrible. It smells like septic runoff. You see floating just sort of in the kind of gloopy water are several little platforms. Lina has indicated that the beacon exists further to the south of where you are currently. You all hear and also see the sound. You see and also hear the sound of rushing water further down the river. You see that the platforms are not moving. They seem to be tethered in some way as you continue looking down the river. They're not moving at all. They appear to be rather steady platforms.
Vale will dismount the speeder and then enter into like a low crouch. And I would like to sneak up to the mouth of the waterfall or to the remains of the destroyed speeder.
Gotcha. Yeah. Go ahead. I will say go ahead and make a stealth check. This will be... Go ahead and make a stealth check, difficulty 3 with 2 setback die. Fucking crazy. The 2 setback die is because of the massive sound that occurred by all of your weapons discharging and also the speeder exploding. So, outside of all of that, none of you see Vale anymore. He is gone.
Lionel just leans over to Cam. That is so creepy. Like his knees turned backwards.
Yeah. His low crouch is definitely the knees point to the outside and just kind of lower his profile.
Can we fake my death? That ends a life debt, right? Just
yeah. Where are you looking to go? I will say that we will be in. We will go ahead and start kind of our mid initiative. So I will say that I'll hold you to what you can do in your turn.
Okay.
And then should the need arise, you can then I will then have you actually roll, and then if combat happens, which you don't know, it might not.
Vale, so basically from where Vale is now, would head down like in this word's direction.
Mm-hmm. You can move anywhere within medium range, so that's 36 meters.
36, so that would be about yay far.
Mm-hmm.
But he'll go not as far, just trying to get sightline on the mouth of the of the waterfall without being detected. So that's still measuring. Select. So he'd move it down probably about this far.
Okay. To get a sight line on the inside of the little engine area.
Yeah, and keeping an eye on that, and then he's got the ruins of the speeder to watch as well to see if the owners run back to see what that big noise was.
Gotcha. Are you looking for anything in particular in the engine, in the mouth of the engine?
In the mouth of the waterfall, be looking for if there's anything in there moving around, maybe causing massive disturbance to the flow of water. Any indicator that something is in there.
You see as you go in, I won't make you roll for it. You see that the inside appears to be jam-packed full of metal components, stacked up on the inside, sort of bit by bit by bit, and you see only a relative trickle of water is coming through there. You see that as you walk past, the water is sort of built up on the other side of this, like on the north side of the thing, up to where, like higher than where the mouth of the other side would be. Does that make sense? So like all of that water is being stopped and only a small trickle is being let through here.
Yeah, so you're saying all the water up behind this engine component is being like filtered through, and that's what's cycling out through here.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like anything is like causing breaks in the flow of water, or no shadows moving around that I can discern.
The inside of that hole is very dark. Go ahead. I suppose you have dark vision. You don't notice anything really moving in there, no, other than the water. There's some bits of stuff coming through the through like the metal like dam that's on the inside of there. Water, of course, and some particulates that are coming through. But other than that, you don't see anything.
Okay. Vale will continue to attempt to remain hidden.
I will say, sorry, to say one other thing. In order to get a really detailed view of what's going on in there, you would need to get closer. From where you are, you're kind of getting right at the mouth of it. You can sort of see the dam on the inside. But if you wanted to like get up close and personal look of the dam itself, you would need to get in and actually like look.
Okay. Veil will come down a bit. And
Gotcha.
still very much trying to maintain his stealth.
Yeah, for sure. Your stealth roll will still come into effect here, and the triumph. I will say, is there a specific way that you're intending to spend the triumph? In stealth, let me double check.
Is there a way?
You can use a triumph to to identify method of distracting an opponent for the entire scene.
Identify a method of distracting your opponent for the entire scene.
I do have something in mind.
I also had something.
Mm-hmm. What was your thing?
My thing was going to be make a second opening in the waterfall and allow a larger volume of water to rush out.
That was my thing too.
Hey.
You know that it would require some sort of explosion. Oh, and we lost something. Oh,
No, he's probably connected
switching
onto his
over to-
computer. Yeah.
You know that it would take some manner of explosive in order to do that, in order to move the metal out there. But if you're looking for a way of distracting your opponents, that would be a very good way to do it.
Yeah, so, sorry, I identify that, like, I would need a large amount of explosive to...
Or a grenade.
Or grenade. Veil doesn't carry those.
Does Kybax?
We do have a set of
I've
explosive
actually-
charges for grenades, things that we have picked up from that last group on the ground.
So we have grenades.
We have explosive charges.
Even better.
So, Veil, while hidden, will just comms back to the team. Captain,
I'm listening.
I have detected no threats thus far, but I have located a structural weakness to this fuselage that may expedite the flow of water. Perhaps a
How-
good distraction for any teams on site?
Is the increased flow of water going to be a threat to us?
Wouldn't it just be a distraction for the moment that it happens?
The beacon is downriver. Like we need to go into that flow of water.
That's upriver.
But the beacon is this way. And she points towards Vale. Oh, is it inside? You told me it was
No.
south. Yeah.
Yeah, it's south. It's south.
Yeah. But
Oh, it's like down here?
yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's going to be a hazard to us.
Did we see... I'm sorry, I was away from the computer. Did we see anybody else in the area?
I
Negative.
don't believe you've looked specifically, but you certainly can look around if you think anybody would be here.
Yeah. Do we have a pair of binocs we can give to Tam and he can take a look?
Well, it's Vale's turn right now, but
I thought Vale
I
had
think I've
come
had a
back.
very
That
long
is my
turn.
bad.
it's very This is what you get for asking questions about the environment, Vale. I'm just kidding.
I can't help but notice no one's come running to check on the sound of the blaster fire.
Well, yeah, which means they're probably waiting for us. We could set the charges as a deterrent, in order to use them if needed.
Yeah.
But the longer we sit here, the longer they have to set their trap.
All right, then. Well, then
Right,
it sounds
set
to me
up the
like we can
charges.
just... Yeah. That.
Kybax,
Yep.
find a good vantage point to set up as a sniper.
10-4.
Let's go find the beacon.
Lina lies her patient down across the bench seat and pulls her little kill switch wire. Because we just took their only ride.
Kybax will find a place that gives him a good vantage point and also pretty good cover.
For sure. Vale, is there anything else that you would like to do with your turn?
No. I just wait and allow the party members to organize themselves.
Gotcha.
He's very much trying to stay undetected, though.
For sure. Yeah, who would like to go next? Kybax?
Yeah, I'll go next.
Yeah, so
I'm just looking.
Find...
Yeah, I'm looking for like basically a place that I can set up the heavy blaster rifle on a bipod with good sight lines to the valley.
You venture, I guess, the top of the engine bay. It's probably a good, like, I mean, it's like capital ship engine bay. It's pretty big. If you if you could get up to the top of there, that would give you some. Is it defilade? Is that what that's called? Like cover because they can't shoot up at you.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Then that is where I head.
Yeah. So, yeah, go ahead and I will say, yeah, go ahead and use your jetpack to get up there. Oh, wait.
I can climb. Good thing about Kybax is that he has 2 ranks in physical conditioning, which means any athletics check, such as climbing, would come with 2 additional boost die.
Gotcha. Yep.
And yet he bought a jump pack.
I will say, you move up. This will be your turn to do this. To get up to the top, I will call it a difficulty 2. We'll say difficulty 3 athletics check. I'm going to add a setback die on because as you get up close to the side of the little engine unit, you see that it's covered in a recent rain that has occurred in this area, and it's rather sleek.
Yeah. Okay. Let me see what I got. I'm back at my computer, so give me a second to take a look at my dice. It is currently loading, so we in a moment.
Go ahead, what's up?
The waterfall is loading, so it may take a little bit.
Gotcha, yeah.
We are at 83%.
Gotcha. While it's loading, I'm going to go and use the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back.
Ooh, look at that. We're at 91. How big is this map? Jeez.
It is long.
I should have 2 physical training talents. I think I forgot to add something to mine.
Still counting dice? Oh, you went AFK.
Okay, here we go. Maybe. I don't appear to have access to my sheet.
But why?
That is a very good question that I would love to know the answer to.
Refresh your game.
I just got loaded in.
Just hit F5. It'll load faster.
Just hit Alt F4. It's a pro gamer strat.
It opens up the dev's debug console so you can give yourself infinite health.
Right.
Yep. Everything checks out. Should be working.
Okay. Well, we're trying to load back in. I didn't have access to my sheet. We're trying to reload, so... In the meantime...
Access to your sheet?
He has access.
Yeah.
I didn't at the time.
Gotcha.
Let's see here. Oh, there we go. And... yeah, that's not good. It shouldn't be 3. Why is this 3? It should be 2.
Diff 3 for athletics, yeah.
Yeah, but it's saying I have physical training 3, which I don't. I had 2. But... Boom, boom. Anyone mind if I spin on this?
Go for it.
Hey!
Alright. Yeah, you're able to get Defilad up on the top. I don't know if I'm using that word correctly. Actually, no, I googled it. It's right. You get up and, yeah, I'll say that you set up your tripod up in the top, and you have a decent amount of cover. Who would like to go next?
Cam.
I guess I'll go. 36 feet, or 36 meters, was it?
Yep.
Alright.
And are you moving stealthily?
Sure. That's gonna be skullduggery?
It'll be stealth.
Stealth, yeah, that is, in fact, a thing. What's my difficulty?
Nice try, though.
My skullduggery is actually worse.
It is it's diff 3 with 2 setback.
Diff 3, 2 setback. Alright, here we go. Okay.
Yeah, you make your way up and you get to where Vale is. You two meet up behind the same kind of cover. Vale and Cam, as you get closer to the water, you see that the water itself is bubbling. It appears to have some sort of film across the top of it. It's like a multicolored film. Looks like oil or some sort of oil product sort of floating across the top.
Great. Alright, I would like to take an action to see if I can spot the beacon.
Gotcha. Go ahead and give me... You're looking for the beacon specifically?
Yes.
Go ahead and if you're... you're looking for it. I will say without a roll that you do not see the beacon from where you are currently.
Okay. I would like to roll. That is what I was getting at. I wanted to roll to see if I could see the beacon.
Okay, yeah. It'll gotcha. So it's gonna be in order to see it. Sorry, just give me one moment.
Sure thing.
I guess the way that I'm trying to say this, no roll is required because it is currently not possible to see it from where you are standing.
All right, gotcha.
So you look, you do not see anywhere where it could be currently.
All right. Does that count as my maneuver?
To move, yes. I won't charge you for looking for something that's not there.
Okay, well, I have move and then like maneuver, right?
So
I can
your
spend
movement
a
is a
maneuver
maneuver.
to okay.
And then you have you use your maneuver.
Do up to 2 movements in a turn.
You can if you spend 2 strain.
You have to spend a strain. 2 strain. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna keep my strategic strain in reserve here.
Gotcha.
All right, that's my turn.
All right. Go ahead, and whoever would like to go. Sorry about that check, by the way. I didn't mean to say you. I won't let you roll. I'm not going to have you roll if it's actually just not where you can see it.
Oh no, it's all good.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Whoever would like to go next can go next.
I'd like to roll some dice, see if I can get a really good deal on a trip to Alderaan.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, go ahead. So it's diff.
Diff a million.
Damn, you're up.
This place no longer exists.
Yeah.
Damn, I think Kyle would like you to go.
Oh, me?
Yes, you.
Oh, well, I mean...
I just imagine that meme of that guy just pointing at himself with a surprised look. Just me?
Yeah, me? I'm just gonna move over here. Stealthily?
Gotcha. It is diff 3 with 2 setback. And because I'm fed up, and no, I won't do it. Because I'm nice.
2 step back?
2 setback, yeah. You were all just firing loud weapons, and an explosion just happened. So
it's a lot of noise. Okay. Gonna have to give me more setbacks, son.
I would be very careful.
Don't taunt the GM right now.
Are you kidding me? Me of all people taunting the GM?
Exactly. So we're all wondering why you're doing it.
I have been extremely lucky.
Get fucked, said the gazelle to the lioness.
Alright, Kyle, go ahead.
Lina leaves a little handwritten note that just says, "Get me to a doctor." As good as it's going to get. And then she too will, air quote, stealthily walk down to this point. 2 setback, you say?
Diff 3, 2 setback. I will say, as an interlude, Matthew has done the ingenious thing that we haven't done before. He has put a bird video on his tablet. Arthur is trying to figure it out. I don't think it's working.
Yeah. Lina's about to fall down this hill. Yeah, she is.
No,
Ow! God. Ow!
You good?
No.
Well, hang on. I have 2 touches.
I'm going to finish my movement.
Is anything more than your pride injured?
Yeah.
If I say yes, will you be nice to me?
You hit your head kind of hard on your way down. Take 2 strain.
That's fair.
Fuck
my helmet, right?
It still sucks.
Yeah.
Just really loud throughout the silent valley, you hear, "Ong."
Cam,
and
I don't fall down rubble mountains on the ship. Just saying.
And nothing happens?
Nothing happens.
I don't like that.
Yeah. I'm starting to think there's nobody here.
You think he's fucking with us? I mean, always, but...
I mean, they're probably inside waiting to shoot at you guys. So, shoot at them.
I would like to, turn on my heat vision and see if I see anybody.
What's your heat vision's range?
Medium.
You currently see a number of heat signatures. All of them are from the random electrical components and heat, thermal, and the components that are still sort of warm from this engine unit. You do not see anything that looks like heat plume in range of you.
Wonderful.
I mean,
on comms, Kybex goes, I'm not seeing any movement.
I mean, we know they're here. Just spring the trap.
You first.
I'll do it.
Wait, no, that's what we have Veil for.
All right, I go.
We'll do it.
Who would like to go next? Yeah. Actually, give me just one moment. Can everybody hold for just 1 second?
No, God, no. How dare you ask? Do you have any cheese for sale?
No?
Not on me, no.
What a senseless waste of human life.
None of you got the reference.
I assumed you were referencing the cheese sketch.
No, I was referencing that one movie with Chip and Dale, but Chip is 3D for some reason.
How could you
Rescue
guys
Rangers,
have
the
not
movie.
gotten that one?
Where they're talking to the Swedish chef, and they're like, "Do you have any cheese for sale?" And he's like, "Do I have a cheese? I have a Munster, the Gouda, the Brie." And he's like, "Do you have any stinky cheese?" And the chef gets real serious. He's like, "You cops."
Oh my god.
Session's over. Let's go watch Chippendales Rescue Rangers. I liked that movie.
That was a good movie. You know what else is a good movie? Star Wars: A New Hope.
You mean Andor Part 3?
Have any of you guys ever seen? This is a question I've actually wanted to ask somebody, but I don't know anybody young enough. Have you guys actually seen the original version of A New Hope rather than?
Yeah.
Yep.
the
I grew up
special
on it.
editions?
Yep.
I've got the
Okay.
VHS for it.
I wish I
Well,
still had my VHS copies.
My
Yeah.
grandma did. I don't know if my grandpa still has it. But, has anyone watched... Does anyone here watch Dimension 20? I know Tyler does, but does anyone else?
No.
Nope.
God damn it. I have no one to share my sadness with.
And
What,
I'm okay with that.
Going off the air or something, or?
No, there's... The new season is Cloudward Ho. It is steampunk adventure kind of deal. And it's got
a woman haunting the narrative while they are actively looking for her. One of the player characters is her granddaughter, and someone made a really sad animation on TikTok to a song, and it's just I have no one to share my sadness with.
We apologize to the 4 people who are listening to this who also watched Dimension 20 but haven't seen that yet.
It's the basic premise of the season. I don't.
And they could be seasons behind.
I like Brendan Lee Mulligan, but I've never watched any kind of like actual plays besides this one.
I had to. I don't.
That's right, Internet.
Help or something.
By Trev standards, we are above Dimension 20 in Critical Role.
No.
Yep, there it is.
That is exactly what Trev just said.
I have
We are
never
more
watched
than Dimension 20 and Critical Role combined.
I
That's
have
what
never
he literally just said.
Eat it.
ever watched Critical Role either. So yeah.
Had nothing to do with us not playing D&D, but instead playing other fandoms. Exclusively on our quality in storytelling.
Yep.
Well, I mean, that's basically what it is I play enough D&D in my own life. I don't need to see somebody else playing it. So
mention our beautiful faces.
yes.
Gotcha. All right, so I'm back. I just had to get Matt's help with something. Matt is actually for the first time watching me GM, which is actually very fun. He is also keeping the cat occupied, and we have turned my computer room into a den, so he's now able to sit and be on the couch.
Oh, did he promise you a blowjob if you killed a character?
Oh my god.
If that's the case, I volunteer Tam.
I know.
Tam for the blowjob, or
Exactly.
Yes.
I was gonna say.
how dare you? How dare you? All right, who would like to go?
I just really
Fail
want to
can
see what a
go.
critical fail on a blowjob looks like.
I know. Yeah.
What it
You
looks
bite it
like
up.
is a really embarrassing trip to the ER.
What it looks like is anal.
Isn't that an upgrade? Isn't that spending the advantages?
Yeah, it depends on what your position is.
That's
Trev
true.
being a definite top. It's the
I
most
mean-
wrong thing anybody's ever said.
I know.
For our viewers at home, that was a lie.
Yeah, Trev's gonna try to pull off the same verse top shit that I do.
You don't know. You don't
We
know.
all know my position on switches.
Yeah.
Yes,
Or
we
you
do.
just can't commit. Is that what it is?
No,
There is no such thing as a switch. They're just so much of a bottom that they'll do anything their partner needs, including top.
Including top,
No.
yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, no. I'm gonna. Never mind. I'm not getting into this now. I'm not
hey,
getting
look,
into this now.
the session.
Who would like to go next?
Vale
It
can
was
go.
either me or Vale.
I mean, Lina can spring the trap.
You
I don't know
spring
why
the
you guys
trap,
think
you'll
there's a
never hear the
trap.
fucking end of it.
Okay, Vale's going. He's gonna turn to the captain to be like, "Captain, I'm gonna do something reckless," and he's just gonna get up
Permission
and start
granted.
hopping across stones.
Stop right there. Stop
Yeah.
right on that little barrier. So, before combat starts, I want everybody to know. Matt, I asked Matt before we did this, during that little bit gap, to place some little packages on anywhere on the field that he would like, so that it would be fair. You happen to have stepped on the best one.
And by the best one, we of course mean the worst.
I do mean, yeah, by the best one, I do mean the incendiary grenade. So, here's what happens. This goes off. And a flare of napalm essentially erupts from the platform that you're standing on. I am going to ask for, before combat begins, I'm going to go ahead and ask for a... what am I going to ask for? Is there acrobatics? No. Something that's akin to like a dexterity saving throw is what I'm looking for.
Coordination.
Yep, coordination. I'll ask for a coordination check. You stepped right on the thing. I'm going to say difficulty 4 here for that, and I am going to spend a dark side point for an upgrade.
Can I spend that back? Is that a thing?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. You can just keep all your dark side.
No.
No?
No, the light side point isn't added to our pool until the roll is resolved.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Never mind.
Don't worry, I'll use it on my medicine check for you.
Yeah, that's gonna help.
Oh no!
That is a failure.
How?
Okay.
We have more
going
dice.
and let's look at.
You got 3 advantages to spend.
I will tell you what happens, and then I will let you spend your 3 advantages. Number 1, Vale, you immediately take 8 damage, 8 wounds, as you are burned horribly by this incendiary grenade. I'm going to spend another dark side point, rather. The fire hits the water next to you, and whatever thing that was floating on top of this pool was flammable. You see flames beginning to fill this entire area with fire. You take 8 damage. You are currently on fire. And
So
surrounded
8
by
more
fire.
damage?
No, you take 8 damage as standard from the fire. However, you do have 3 advantages. You can spend 2 of those advantages to do an additional maneuver.
And you have 4 soak, so you only take 4 damage.
Does that apply to the fire?
It applies to any damage.
Give me just
I have a
one moment.
question.
I just want to give me just one moment. I need to look up a quality for something.
There's a quality list.
Yeah, I'm going to the thing where I have a thing that I can pull up. Give me 1 second.
That's fine. It's not like I spend time putting these things together for you.
Okay, where is it?
Page 14 in the references.
Target. Okay. So, if you are still in this area because of the burn quality, if you are still in this area at the end of this round, you take another 8 damage. So, that happens. I'm going to immediately change the vibe of the music.
Ah. Ouchie.
And I'm going to ask for everybody to please roll initiative.
Roll. Initiative. Roll. Initiative. I should be at 0 strain. Why am I at
No, we didn't. We didn't get you back. We used it for something else.
But we changed scenes, so shouldn't we roll a cool check?
I thought we did on the way here.
Right,
did on
so
the
I
way
should
here.
have.
It was mentioned to do it.
Right,
then you
and I
spent-
rolled 3 successes.
And you spent them,
so-
and then you aimed twice.
Aim once. Oh, yeah. Okay. Gotcha. We're going with a cooler vigilance.
It's going to be vigilance.
Yeah.
Cam, you have to add yourself.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I always forget how to do this crap.
Right-click on your character, hit the sword and board.
Right. Got it. Well, I don't have a... Oh, there we go. There it is.
And then hit the D20 on the
Okay.
combat tracker.
Yeah.
I have a little
sorry.
gun next to me on the combat tracker.
What does that mean?
Oh, that means you've used a stim.
Oh.
Yeah, if you use another one, it'll go up in counts.
Interesting.
Because there's diminishing returns on them.
Tyler, are you watching Cloudward Ho?
What's up, Ed? What's up?
Are you watching Cloudward Ho, the new D20 season?
I have not started it yet, no.
Let me know when you do.
Yeah, okay. So, for this here, we will go ahead and begin combat. Who would like to go first?
Probably Vale.
Yeah, probably Vale.
Yeah.
I like
Standing
to
in
go
a
second.
lake of fire.
Yeah, I'd like to go second if you guys don't mind.
You can go third, tops.
All right.
He
With
just
those
has abilities that
advantages,
he would like to use.
Is Tops my new nickname, by the way? Because I really...
Yeah, keep telling yourself that.
those coordination advantages that I had, do those come into play before the combat?
They come into play now. So I will say that you would have used a maneuver to get into this area.
Yeah.
So that maneuver is now free. So you now have an additional maneuver without spending. Do you know what I mean?
Okay,
So
yeah.
like your first maneuver
Yeah.
now, which would normally be your second, is actually
Is free for
Your-
two of those advantages.
Yep. Mhm.
And then I'm going to use that third advantage just to take back a strain.
Sounds good.
And then Vale did not expect to blow up into a lake of fire.
Mhm.
Is gonna crouch down and praying mantis his way out of the fiery hell that he's in now in a southerly direction so as not to set the rest of the crew on fire.
Gotcha. I am going to go ahead and ask for I will say an athletics check to get you from where you are to that edge here.
What? No, I'm using my dense musculature species trait.
Oh, gotcha. So you can just get there?
And I'm just, yeah, I can, as a maneuver, I can move.
Oh, you can
30,
just
60.
jump it anywhere.
I
within
can just
medium
jump
range.
it. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to then ask for a coordination check because you're currently surrounded with fire and it's a little hard to see. So I'm going to say it's going to be a difficulty 3 check. I'm going to give you 2 setback on it. That is a failure. However, you do have 3 more advantages. I'm going to say that you misjudge the angle. And you find yourself further south, but you went a little bit too south. And I'm going to put you... you can jump anywhere within medium range.
Yeah.
I am going to go ahead and put you...
Directly on these spikes. One goes up your grundle.
Had you...
You impale yourself and die.
had you rolled despair, that's that's probably what would have happened. You go ahead and land right there. You do. I will allow you to spend 3 advantages once again to have another free maneuver if you'd like.
No, I'm gonna just. Vale's gonna just collect himself. I'm gonna use those 3 advantages to get my strain back because it's kind of out of control.
Gotcha.
And
I need
that's
to
my
make sure
turn.
on this grenade. Gotcha. Yeah. So there isn't any persist on this at all. I will say jumping through the air has extinguished the flames that are currently on you. You are very, very close to the edge. In order not to get damaged after your turn, you will need to move away from the pool of fire. Now, it's okay if you want to stay there. You would just take some more damage.
Oh, so all of the water is on fire.
Yeah.
Interesting. Reminds me of home.
Ouch.
They had so much coal dust on the river, they had to burn it off.
Okay, well, to avoid damage, then I will keep my strain up, and I'll just move further up the bank.
Gotcha. You would say that that's fair, right, Diego?
What?
That I'm in order to not get damage, you need to move away from the fire.
Well, yeah, if the whole lake erupted into fire and I'm just standing right beside it.
Yeah, okay. I just want to make sure that you're not upset. But you still have one advantage left over.
I used it to recover a strain.
Gotcha. Take another strain back for sure. Gosh, you are just way up there in strain, my guy.
Yeah.
Oof. All right. I believe that would be my turn. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay. Ooh, I feel lucky. Ucky. Oh, I feel really ucky. Oh, no.
Do it.
Jumping out of cover. Is a Mandalorian in emerald green armor with a blue cloak. It has, you see, as he raises up a heavy blaster rifle, you see that on his chest, you see a badge of a Nexu, a cat. He is going to go ahead and fire at you. You are inside of medium range here for him. Yep, so that means that I'm firing at difficulty 2. Go ahead and roll. Okay, what does the accurate quality do? Because I'm about to shit a brick.
Accurate quality.
Accurate quality gives you a boost die for every
rating.
rank of accurate.
Okay, so I don't think I can even win with a boost die. I do get an advantage. He does not hit. Son of a bitch. Get an advantage. Nothing has happened to him to where he would need. Alright. You see that as he lifts up, you see the fire is sort of clouds his vision. He pops up a veil. You see your life sort of flash in front of you for just a moment, and I have a button. He misses, thus revealing his location. And it is now... Oh, I have a maneuver left. He is going to take... He is going to take the guarded stance maneuver, which gives him
what?
Which gives him +1 melee defense.
Interesting.
IMAX only believes in the best offense is the best defense is a good offense.
Honestly, I'm tempted to just say scrub this beak and we'll go find another.
Jesus.
We did already blow up their speeder.
We did. Let's just fucking leave.
Tam wanted to go second.
You know what? I'm actually good. I thought there would be more. For some reason, I thought there would be more people on screen than there are now. So
I'll take it.
Well.
But how long is this distance? Right here.
That is
96
Long
meters.
range, right?
at long range, yeah. Which seems crazy to me, but I suppose that's true.
But honestly, 96 meters for a laser rifle seems. Anyway,
Okay, there's a very
Kybex-
good reason the distances are so fucking short. If
Which
the
is?
ranges were realistic, oh my god, map making would suck.
that's
Yeah.
fair. Kybex will switch over to the Mandalorian frequency that he knows, and will say, I invoke the right of challenge. No one else needs to die right here. We face off, 1-on-1. Winner takes the beacon, loser goes home.
Go ahead
Yeah.
and give me a coercion check.
Okay.
It will be difficulty 3 with 1 upgrade.
Oh, yeah. Can I get a boost die for being a Mandalorian doing this?
You'd think so, but no.
Dang.
That proves it. They're fake DeLoreans.
Okay. If I don't get a response back, time to blow some people up. I tried.
You received no response.
Yep. I gave it a shot. I'll aim.
You'll give him one.
That's
I
14.
am going to activate the auto fire quality.
So
So that's
hits
28
again.
damage to him.
He makes auto fire makes a second attack with an increase in difficulty.
Yeah, so you have to roll again.
I thought it was a second hit. Or am I thinking of dual wield?
You're thinking of dual. You're thinking of paired weapon.
Yep. Yes, I am.
See, Tristan, I'm right in your head, and I know you've gotten away with shit before, and I totally get it. 28 damage with one thing, I can't let it be.
I mean, I've done it with the disruptor pistols.
Yeah.
So that would be 1 challenge and 3 difficulty?
Where's the challenge coming from?
You said you upgraded the dice.
No. Add a
Oh.
third. Yeah, and add another purple.
At a 4th purple.
Yeah, add a 4th purple.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. Why did I have setback dice on this?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good question. Why did you have setback die on that?
I definitely shouldn't have.
Well, they would only be there if you'd added them, so...
But I didn't.
All right. Well,
Odd.
in that case, I'm going to ask you to reroll,
Okay.
because that heavily affects the ability for this person to be alive.
Well,
I
just
mean,
take
it
those
gave
2
me
failures
those-
away.
Yeah, I can take those 2 failures away, and it would be
It wouldn't change
It
the
would be
advantage number. It would just increase the
16
successes.
damage instead of 14. But
Yeah.
Feel good about yourself now?
Okay. is that better? Do you feel better?
And I did for a second, and then yeah. So this man is somehow pulled forward and burns in fire.
Can I just lay this out? They're like, ooh,
Sure.
Mandalorian's full spring in the trap. Ha! He's issuing a random challenge. Fuck that guy. Oh my god, Jim!
However, the open mic, I said, you were given an opportunity.
Okay. Well, is that your turn?
Yeah?
Great. So, now listen, Mandalorians. You're supposed to be kinda good, right?
Well,
So-
there's Mandalorians, and then there are Mandalorians.
You can
It's
hear the
my
capital
luck
M on one of
dice
those.
rolls. My luck on dice rolls have been absolutely horrible. Alright. So. Oh, hang on a second. Wait. Just wait. Okay. Hang on.
Did you forget you had armor?
Yep. I was like, these guys shouldn't
So,
just be able to die right away.
Well,
We'll roll one additional setback dice, because you're right. They would have one range defense.
They have 2 range defense. That's
They have two
why.
range.
there's the setback die.
Thank you. Hey, so we will keep that first one.
Which means
So-
the auto fire quality gets activated and he gets shot again.
And that would be the
Yeah.
second roll there. Oh no, you'd have to remove. Yeah, they re-roll the
I just
second
have-
one. It's too much to
Yeah,
change.
I have to re-roll the second one.
All right, all right.
Uh-huh.
So we're back, and we're playing the game now. I thought that he just had 15 health and nothing else. All right, well, that doesn't really help.
But now he's got nothing else.
So just to make sure we're doing due diligence. So you rolled 14.
Mhm.
Minus for this 9 and then yeah, he's still dead. All right. Oh, and you do have Pierce.
Yeah, so -1 on their soak.
Yeah. Jim's still dead. You somehow pull him forward.
Well, he could just, fall.
Oh yeah, you didn't roll a triumph. Yeah, he just falls and dies. Anyway, my turn. Jim! One yells.
You'd think I'd roll more triumphs with 4 yellow dice.
Yeah, you really think so, huh? Because it's 12 on a d12, isn't it? Yes. So if you guys could all roll targeted from now on, do that because it actually brought up the setback die that I was supposed to.
Yeah, I can do that.
Perfect.
I try to anyway. Baby girl, down.
Listen,
I just don't
I'm
shoot
not
at
in the mood
things.
to be called names. Target. This should be in short. This should be in medium range, right? Yeah, so just if 2. Yep. Perfect targeted state. And roll. And this other one will also roll. So what does that leave you with? Vale?
What? I don't know.
We don't see any
I
damage.
can't see those rolls.
I can't see your rolls.
Oh, why?
You have
You're
marked them as
rolling like a
private.
GM.
Marking them as private?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Game Master privately rolled some dice 32 seconds ago.
Oh, wait. You guys haven't been able to see my rolls
Nope.
this entire time?
None of them.
Nope.
None of them?
Not a one.
Nope.
Oh, really?
God.
Yes,
Not a single
we,
one.
we assumed that was by
Lie
design.
about that?
Oh, that's crazy.
You could have been
Wait,
you
yeah,
could have
let-
been flubbing those rolls left and right, dude.
Let me turn. I've been completely honest with all of my rolls. I mean, fuck, I can lie?
Yeah.
Can I do that? You take so you take 11 damage.
Okay.
Veil. So that's
Yep,
minus
yep.
soak.
Math is hard. So 7. So now I'm at 11.
And then the next one is gonna go. That's so cool that you guys, I thought that you guys have been seeing my rolls and how bad they've been. Like, actually, fully very, very bad.
No.
All right, well, cool. I didn't realize that I could just do self-roll. All right, yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and...
For the next one, I'm going to use my dodge action. Instead on a turn, I can suffer a number of strain and upgrade the difficulty of that combat check by that number.
Gotcha, so now you're gonna roll dodge on this one?
Yeah.
Okay,
Then I'm
and
gonna
how
take
many... What is it?
I'm gonna
increase?
take 2 strain. So
So
it's upgraded difficulty by 2.
All right, I'm gonna spend a dark side point.
Spin back at it.
I don't think I have anything to spend that on because it's just I take strain and then
No, we could have spent a light side point to upgrade the difficulty.
like a third time without the dodge action. That's fine. Still can't see your roll.
No, what it would
Yeah,
do is
I'm
upgrade the
gonna
dice,
keep it
not
the way
the
it is.
difficulty.
I am gonna go ahead and so it is another 11 damage.
Oh well, Vale's dead.
All right, you are not dead. You do roll on the critical injury table. Have you taken a critical injury before? I don't believe you have.
No. I have, but we got rid of it pretty quickly.
Oh, it should still be on your sheet.
Well, no, I thought you guys killed it.
Oh, no, I'm thinking of, never mind.
Yep. Go ahead and, so you have taken a, is that how it, no, because you healed it, so it doesn't get you the modifier. Right. Okay. So go ahead and do D100 for me, please, Bill.
How do
/R D100.
all one word?
No.
No.
/R space 1 D100.
Oh no.
Vale's
Crippled.
dead.
No, you're crippled.
You are crippled. You are shot in the left leg. Actually, no, I'll do this fairly. Would you like, so would you prefer to be shot in the arm or the leg?
I prefer the arm.
Gotcha. And would you like arms to be evens or odds?
Evens.
Gotcha. So we'll say left and right, respectively. So you're hoping for a 2 or a 4.
I still can't see that.
Yep. So I'm so sorry. Here, I'll roll again. Just to...
You can right-click and select reveal.
Oh, can I?
Yeah.
Oh. There it is. So you have a crippled right arm. All right. That is my turn. Who would like to go next?
Hey, look, people with blasters. Have fun.
I mean,
Let me check the range on my pistol.
yeah, that's my big thing, is that I'm so far away, I don't want to get down there.
Yeah. We are incredibly outranged, I believe. Ranged medium on the pistol, so that's how many meters?
36.
Yeah, I'd have to... Excuse me. Okay, first action will be to... I'm still in measure mode. Here we go. First action will be to move up 36 meters.
Mm-hmm.
Second action will be to get into cover. I imagine.
Gotcha. So so it would be another maneuver to do that.
Yeah,
so
another maneuver to get into cover. Okay, wait. How do I only get one maneuver around?
You do for free. So you can have a maximum of 2 maneuvers per turn if you spend 2 strain.
Okay, I was thinking movement didn't count.
No, it does. It's a maneuver.
Yeah, okay.
Moving
is where I was getting screwed up. All right, got it. I've taken 2 strain.
Gotcha.
And that's gonna be it, because I can't shoot.
You can shoot 2 maneuvers and then action.
And then you can use an action, yeah.
Oh my god, why am I suddenly just completely failing at how this goddamn game works?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, this guy
You guys are hanging out with me, that's why.
I'm gonna shoot this guy with my pistol.
This guy here?
The one I have targeted.
Gotcha. So it should automatically do the setback die for you.
Yep, it auto-populated.
Good.
And I will activate that as a critical injury.
How?
You need to
Superior
have...
quality.
Superior quality?
Yeah, okay, my critical rating is 2. I don't have any advantages. I read successes as advantages.
Mm-hmm.
My bad.
No, you're totally fine. That is 9 damage. I will say -5 for 4 wounds.
All
All right.
That is my turn.
And
I
you
can just
gain
select
one. You gain 1 range defense because you're in cover.
All right, that'll be funny if they try to shoot me.
All right. Who would like to go next?
Adios, Tam.
Am I the only one left?
You're the only one who can actually shoot.
Oh yeah, there you go. Okay, so I can move to like here since that's how far Cam moved. They've all shot. They've all gone, right? They've all acted.
No, they have not.
Which one has not acted? Is it this one?
I have 2 more slots left for unrevealed enemies.
Yeah, there are 3 more slots left.
Okay, well,
Technically,
If you
only
have a grenade,
3 because
the ones
one
I
that you
know.
killed, the one that you killed, there goes unused. So
Okay.
yeah, the ones that are revealed have all gone already. The
That
ones
is
that are I don't have any. Yeah. Okay, well, I can still attack them. I just don't get any of my extra special goodies. Okay, I'm gonna run there. I'm going to shoot at. He's down. Shoot at this dude.
gotcha. So do me a favor and right-click on that guy and click the little bullseye icon.
Or you
So
can
you
just
target
double
it.
right click.
Or you can double right-click. Yeah.
That.
Then that way, when you roll on your gun, It'll
It's gonna
automatically
make
populate all the setback die. As long as you're within medium range, you should be good.
Where is my? How did I get rid of it? There we go. Okay. All right. 2 setback. There we go.
Mhm.
Okay. I guess it's.
Wow. Yeah.
Critical.
Is that a triumph?
Yes,
That
it is.
a triumph.
Okay. And
So
then.
for a triumph, you can immediately inflict a critical injury.
Well, let's do that.
Gotcha. So 4, 9.
That sounds fun. And then, what do I have about critical stuff here?
Oh, you might have lethal.
I have lethal blows.
Which
Character adds
is-
10 per rank. I only have 1 rank in it, but still.
Gotcha. I will, for the purposes of brevity, I will not brevity. I will say that this is your one nemesis. So, him getting a critical injury does not mean immediate death for this.
Okay. So here's the thing. Here's another question. So
Yeah.
I actually, is it? Do you have to have as many successes or as many advantages to get a critical hit
advantages.
normally? It's advantages.
Has to be
Okay.
advantages. Yep.
Got it. Okay. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do a critical hit.
Gotcha. I will go ahead and roll in front of the board. 1d100. That is a 3.
Yikes. So 13.
Thank you. All right.
I don't know if that's a good hit or not.
We're actually missing that one from. Oh, that's interesting. When you drag them off of the list, do they get rid of them from the compendium?
No.
Are you sure? Because we're missing one.
Shouldn't be.
Missing.
Oh, it's at the bottom. That's why.
Oh, yeah, because it's alphabetical and the ones are at the bottom.
Gotcha. Okay.
Sudden jolt. Is that what it is? Sudden jolt.
Yeah.
Drop item in hand.
Yeah, so he drops his gun. He goes, shit!
Woo!
He drops his gun. Yeah. Is that your turn?
Yeah, I mean, that's all I can do, right? Act a maneuver.
Spend those 2 advantages if you'd like.
I don't have any advantages. Do I? I don't see any
You have two.
advantages. I just. How do you. Oh, you know, I was looking at the wrong roll. I was looking at the at Cam's roll instead of my own, and I was like, yeah, I only got 3 successes, so there you go. Got it. Okay, so I've got 2 advantages. Now, this is what I'm saying. So my critical rating is 3, but I have a special thing that lowers it down to 2, and I have the 2 advantages. Can I get another? I can't get another
So it has to
critical
be.
hit.
It has to be 1 plus the amount of advantages is how much you have to spend. So you have to have 1 more than your critical rating.
Okay, hold on. Let me see.
You can perform an immediate free maneuver.
You can add a setback to my next check. You can add a boost die to any of your ally characters' next check. You can restrain.
I'm gonna do that. Is Vale's trying to get out of there? Correct.
Well, Vale is currently incapacitated.
Unconscious.
He just took a critical injury.
Yeah.
I will say, does Tam have any stimpaks on him? Probably not, right?
Everyone had one.
No. That's what.
Yes.
That's what. Line. Oh yes, we have one. I have one. I guess I
You
could
have one,
do
yeah.
that.
Lina is very
Can
good
I-
at her job.
Can I? Wait, can I get to Vale?
You would need to. You would need to spend your 2 advantages to perform an immediate free maneuver, and then you would need to spend 2 strain to then use the. Well, actually, no. Can you do?
Has he already
do a
done his
step back
second
on it?
maneuver?
I haven't done a second. No, I haven't.
No, you
Yeah.
just move once.
Okay.
So I can move as my second maneuver with 2 strain,
Yep.
and then I can.
And then you get you have that free one. So then I
I'll do-
believe for the stim, and Kyle, correct me if I'm wrong. Can you use a stim as a maneuver?
to get it out of his pack as a maneuver. Use the stim as an incidental, but to get it out as a maneuver, that's why I got the belt I have.
Gotcha. Yep. So you spend it, pull it out, and then you can use an incidental. I will allow an incidental to stab with a stim pack.
Vale is conscious again.
And how much
What
health?
do I roll?
5. Nothing.
Oh, nothing. Just 5.
Yep.
5 strain.
Yep.
Sweet.
5 health back, 1 stim used.
You come back up to 10, I believe.
Nope. I come back up to 13.
So 15 is your threshold, so you can't go above 15.
So you'd come back to 10.
What do you mean?
You're mathematically at
hit close to my threshold.
Yeah, so you're at 0, but if you get double your health, that's bad. That's why it's just you kept keeping track. Technically, you're at 0. It's like D&D. Your health doesn't technically go back below 0, but in D&D 5e, if they do twice your health, you just die.
In like one attack, yeah.
Yeah.
So yep, you have 10. That makes sense, Diego?
Yeah.
How does Vale keep getting hurt so badly?
He keeps going out in front, man. Which is his job, and he's doing it very well. All right.
Yeah, he took over from me as the phaser soak.
Okay. So for this here, the fire is still raging. These flames are tall, so like you can't really even see to the other side of the river.
I can.
You can, I will say, yes. Well, actually, no. There's a wall of fire in front of you. Why would you be able to see?
I mean, how are these flames like? Okay, first of all, how tall is the wall of fire? Number two, how tall is this engine block?
Yeah, so you're higher than the fire. You're right. I did establish that as higher. Yeah, I mean, they'd be able to see you.
I do have cover.
What is there? Yeah, it gives you 1 ranged defense.
So 2 setback dice on any attacks against me.
I think I have a very important question.
What's up?
How quickly is the ignition moving?
So it is currently enveloped. I will say all of
is
this
it
area.
flowing faster than the water is coming down here?
Can you state your question differently?
The fire started here, right?
Here. Yep.
Here? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, is the fire moving this way? Moving this way at a greater speed than the water is flowing this way.
So there's an oily surface on like the flat part here, like on where the water is still.
This is, I think this is mostly like a hull of an engine. It's not an actual engine.
Okay. None of this water should be still. It's got a waterfall on both sides. It should be flowing. What I'm asking is that, is this fire moving fast enough to go up this waterfall and get to the source of the flammable liquid where it will cause a fucking explosion?
That's a fantastic question. I will say, if you spend a light side point, I will make sure that doesn't happen. Because that is the first time I have thought of that.
I'm going to spend it because I don't want to blow up.
Yep.
2 sessions
No.
in a row.
Yep. That is incredibly cool. I wish I had thought of that. That does not happen. Because it would be completely out of my bounds of happiness to do that because you suggested it.
It wouldn't make any sense for it to happen, and honestly, the fire should be moving down the waterfall and away from us.
Yeah, it is. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I'm sort of playing as, in the instant that the grenade went off, this entire area up here is on fire. Okay. And because it's burning off whatever the thing is happening, that fire is not going to last forever.
Yeah, and my thought was that if if the flammable liquid is coming from inside the engine, if the fire should be outpacing the flow of the water, which would lead it up the waterfall into the engine and to the source.
Right. That's not where it's coming from, for sure.
Okay. Good to know.
Yeah. These are academic questions that, in the heat of world building, I did not think of. I was just like, there's flammable liquid. I will say that I knew where the source was coming from, and it's this barrel. Yeah, it's the barrel. Anyway,
then how did it get up here?
We're not going to ask physics questions. So,
it's not important.
Don't look behind the curtain. It was meant to be a one-time, one round thing, and then it's supposed to go, let me have my fun. God damn it. You spent the light side point. Nothing bad outside of what's already happening is going to happen.
I'm dangerous. I ask questions.
Uh-huh.
You're dangerous because you keep trying to get me blown up.
Yep. Speaking of which...
Took forever to find it. Diego, you only have 3 health. You do, in fact, track your health all the way down to double, but it doesn't kill you when it gets there. It's just the max number you can go down.
I didn't know that.
So you really have to work your ass off to get them back up if they go all the way.
I see.
So
okay.
You're still up, but
My
only with
apologies,
3.
Bill. You only have 3.
3 health?
Yep. 2 to get... Wait, you were at 18 to 15, so it's actually 2 health.
12.
2 health, yep.
Yeah.
There's 229 of Age of Rebellion Core, by the way. You're all interested.
Wait, so who's already... It's the green guy? It's the blue guy that you're all targeting, and the red guy. Yeah, okay, cool. Now that we got that squared away... Well, these guys can't really do anything. I will say... Kybax, over the flames, you see... I will just reveal these guys. That these guys make their way down the side of the waterfall. And then disappear from your vision.
They're going for the...
Well, actually, no, only one of them does. My apologies. One is revealed. They go down the hill, and then you do not see them.
Can I, as an incidental, just overcomes? They're going for the beacon.
Yep.
Yeah, well, the 3 over here have us pinned. What do you expect us to do about it?
Keep them busy.
You can't catch up in time.
We also
Hell,
have
don't know my
the-
life.
The hell I don't! Help us drop the ones in front of us. Come on, give us some support fire here.
Yeah, I'm about to. Hold your horses. Whose turn is it? Oh, Lana.
Someone's.
Okay. Using a stim is actually a maneuver, so I can get there, and I have to. So using a stim's a maneuver, drawing a stim's a maneuver. I get to draw them as incidentals. I can't possibly run there fast enough.
Couldn't you?
I can get there, but I don't have
your...
a maneuver. Yeah, if I use both of my maneuvers to get there, I can't use a third maneuver to stim him. Unless I use...
So Trev wouldn't have been able to...
Correct.
Yeah.
Well, what you could do is make an attack, and hopefully you get enough advantages that you can do a free
You can
maneuver.
still only have 2 maneuvers a turn, regardless of how you got your second one. That's a hard and fast
So we're doing
rule.
this entire combat round.
Correct.
Okay.
Yep. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. That's why you want to wait to do your attacks before you spend your 2 strain for the second maneuver in case you get a free one.
Gotcha. Okay. So next session, we've only been playing this for a couple of months. 6 months, precisely half a year. We will eventually get good at... I will eventually get good at catching these things. Thank you, Kyle. Go ahead and do whatever you'd like to do.
Well, I would love to use my action as a stim pack, but I don't think I can.
If you want to use your action instead of... I will say, because we've thrown the rules into the whichever.
Here, because using a stim is a free, how about a medicine check to use the stim? This way it's an actual skill roll that could fail in the heat of combat.
Okay, and then after this combat, we'll actually follow the rules. How's that sound?
No, we'll never follow the rules.
Yeah, all right. Go ahead.
We know each other too well.
Go ahead and honestly, if you want to pull it out as one and use it as an incidental, for now I don't care, since we have already established it in this combat that's how it's going to work.
All right, in that case, I will. Vale, take another 6 health, because when I do it, I'm better.
And claim the slot for me, please.
Lina's better than you.
Lina's better than everyone.
6 more.
Yeah, 6 more.
Even though it's my second stim, isn't there
yes.
a mission?
So when anyone does it, it's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. When Lina does it, it's 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. So it's your second one, but I'm doing it, so it's 6.
No, it's his second stim, though, so it's 5.
Yeah, no, but it's me administering it. Or else my skills mean nothing. I have talents for this.
But
normally, the first one, it would be 7. It's his second one, so for him it is 6, because
I see it. So it starts with 7. I misunderstood.
Yeah, mine started... Yeah.
7.
Whenever a character uses a stim pack, the target is healed an additional wound per rank of stim pack specialization.
Gotcha. So you get 6 back, yeah.
It doesn't increase the amount I can give a day safely, but... And then she's got nothing else to do, so she's going to hunker down behind the form of Vale.
Okay.
She's already down here.
Again, eventually we'll get good at actually playing this game. And I don't think I have enough. Give me 1 second. Alright. This guy is revealed. He moves down.
And that one's unused because dude's dead.
Gotcha. Oh, right. Okay.
Kybags?
Oh, my turn. Yeah. Yay! So
The
I
fire
am
receives.
I am going to take 2 strain to do 2 maneuvers here.
Okay.
Can I slide down the engine bay without killing myself?
Why?
Because I don't want to keep hitting them at long range. It's bad. For me, specifically.
I will say that it's gonna take a full movement to get down, though.
A full movement to get down?
Yeah, man, it's 20. You climb 20 feet to get up here. All right.
yeah,
Well, actually, no. I'll say if you want to do it as just the space that you're doing horizontally, I'll say give me a coordination check.
Okay.
This will be.
I can do that.
To fall gracefully without your jump pack, it's going to be diff 2.
Okay.
I theoretically should be able to do this.
You did it.
I'll take a strain.
Actually.
What?
Well, so a threat on a coordination check, it makes you lose your free maneuver for 1 turn. So you fall safely, you don't take damage, but I think because you use a maneuver to get down.
Okay, then from here, what's my range on this? I get to here. And that puts me in medium range for these, yeah?
No, it's still at long range.
Motherfucker. Okay. I'm coming to your house and I'm shitting in your cornflakes.
I'm off cereal at the moment. Double right click on the red guy if you want to fire at him.
I
know.
cereal?
I've never really liked cereal.
I'm sorry, it's just I'm off cereal at the moment. Sounds so pretentious.
You have
Were you shooting at?
with me.
You shot at this guy?
Yeah. Wait,
Well,
should that have been upgraded? Because he's a
No.
nemesis?
No. Same difficulty. Totally fine.
I thought you said he was a nemesis.
Well, he's a nemesis, but he doesn't have the adversary talent.
Oh, okay.
He's a guy. He's just the leader, so he can't die with 1 critical injury.
Yeah. Well, that's all I got.
All right.
That is why I wanted to move up. Just so you know.
Why does this not have the auto fire quality on it? God, the nerve of some people. Pork. And the man used all of his grenades to set up the traps. Which, yeah, I guess. Alright. Who would like to go? Man with big gun, like go. He's gonna go ahead. Who's gonna shoot at? He's got a modicum of targets.
He's got the rapidly approaching Mandalorian.
He has the medic on her knees performing first aid.
Or he's got the rapidly approaching Mandalorian.
To be fair,
makes
the
sense.
medic on her knees administering aid could be considered a dishonorable target.
Exactly. So I want to know exactly what kind of hell this man deserves.
That's fair.
Is he Darmanda?
I wasn't going to let Tyler know that plot, though.
Believe it or not, that device did not fall on deaf ears. Who is he gonna shoot at? Who's the biggest threat here? Yeah, alright.
Tam.
Say Tam?
I did, yeah. The biggest threat to us.
You know what? You know what?
Arthur is weighed
I'm
in.
gonna stick in your cat's litter box and leave you confused and distressed.
Oh my god.
That is 10.
4.
You alright?
Yep.
Next. Hey, man.
Maybe Vale?
That's not cool.
Yeah, maybe Vale.
All right.
Get out of my cords.
On your feet, Blender.
So, Vale will, I guess, wake up. His eyes don't really ever close. And Lina, I guess you're the one there.
Oh, no.
And you see an emotion come across his face. Confusion. And he says, "Do I know you?"
Yeah, they're trying to kill you.
So I'm going to stand up from prone as an incidental. Stupid left click, right click, because of jump up.
That's going to be distressing in a minute.
And Vale's just going to look. One dead Mando, two other ones with their guns fixed on him, and just rushes in and overcomes. It's not Vale's normal, like, put together voice. Also, all he said is, "You motherfucker."
I think we factory reset Vale.
Real quick,
Wonder if he has a Spanish.
GM, I cannot right click any targets, so I'm just doing the, like...
Oh,
That's fine.
Have you tried double right clicking?
Yeah, if you double right click, it makes the target for you.
There you go. I think it just targeted, right? Yep, there's a green button.
Level?
Yay!
Yeah, those little circles
I
are
don't
who's
see-
targeting
did.
that person.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't see my color, but...
Do it again.
I
Double
saw it
right-click
for a
again.
second.
Yeah, now it's
There
gone.
it is.
You should have
Nope,
4 triangles
that
around
is-
the target. That's green, that's Vale.
I have 4 triangles around,
Yeah, that's targeted.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
but I don't
yeah.
have a little dot.
Yeah, green circle.
You don't see your own dot. Because you
Okay.
get the triangles.
Yeah.
See, I'm
Okay.
targeting red dude now. You guys see dots, I see
Uh,
triangles.
You gave me that thingy... Where'd it go? Crippled. Increased difficulty of all checks that require you set limit by 1. Okay. So...
Yeah. As you come to, you find that your body is not exactly how you'd remember it.
Oh,
No. And you can see Vale's, like, he's, like, punching the air trying to get his right hand vibro sword to come out properly. So that's
They have
going
pills
to
for
go
that.
up by 1 half. But I'm also going to use Frenzied Attack.
What the fuck is that?
I'm going to suffer 1 strain to upgrade... yeah, upgrade the ability to check for that number. And of course, it just fails.
Well, I feel kind of bad.
Wait, why did you have 3 difficulty dice on that?
Because I'm
Oh.
incapacitated. Or not incapacitated, crippled.
Gotcha. Yep.
Yeah, so it's normally 2, but it's 3.
Yeah.
Bark, 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 bark.
Sorry about Lola.
You're fine. Okay. So, is that range light or range heavy? It's range heavy, okay. And to be clear, I can leave engage range with you. Like, there's nothing against that.
I don't think so.
Or
I don't think so.
So it's a maneuver to get out of engage range with you.
Yes.
So I can go back the frick up.
Because I have 2 Vibro swords, but don't I need an advantage for the second one to go?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
For the paired one, yep.
Yeah, it goes automatically, so you don't have to worry about failing the roll. But
yeah,
this is why you should have led with your left.
So I am at short range, which is just difficulty 1. He's not going to spend any strain because he doesn't have a whole lot of that left. Just 1 difficulty. You have where's the setback coming from? Hey, there's a setback on this. I'm just wondering where that's coming from.
Who are you targeting?
I'm targeting Vale.
I think he
Dodge?
has dermal armor or dodge.
No, that's not how dodge works. Dodge doesn't add
that's
setback.
not how. Yeah. Yeah, dodge just upgrades the difficulty, it doesn't add setback. And I have to state that I'm using it and take some strain.
Oh, I have that. I should not have that.
Alright, well, the setback's there, so. And because of the setback, I lose. So.
You lose.
So now I'm even more curious where that setback's coming from. Because I believe that it's there, but I'm just confused. Is it like an implant that gives you that, or a talent?
So I have no idea.
Okay.
I don't know where you got it either. Like, I'm on your account right now, and I'm not getting it when I move do the attacks.
Oh. Well,
you might have just accidentally clicked
then
it when the window opened.
I might have just, yeah. Okay.
No.
Well, what I'll go ahead and do then is for the sake of fairness, because even when I'm doing it now, it's still putting the setback on. So, is it? It couldn't be. No. There's no reason why that should be there. I don't think.
Yeah, when Lina goes to attack, and there's no setback either.
Yeah, right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and, unless it's something to do with what he's got going on, no, there's literally nothing.
Yeah, I think.
Okay, well, in the purpose of fairness, I'm going to go ahead and re-roll without the setback. That's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, now I feel really bad.
That's okay.
That is 13 damage with a blaster rifle. -4.
I am incapacitated again.
16. Go ahead and roll roll on the critical injury table +10. So /R space 1d100 +10, and just do the +10 in your head.
Just do it in my head. Okay.
So it's a 29.
29.
29, you're looking at Discouraging Wound.
Discouraging wound.
Flip one light side point.
Point to a dark side point. All right. Yeah. Cool, and then that goes on your sheet. All right. I'm discouraged. You're unconscious and prone. And, it's my side again. Okay. So who went? Both of my guys went. My leader guy already used a maneuver to get out of range. using a maneuver to boost up. Holding a disruptor pistol in her hand. Once a Mandalorian who you recognize as the pilot from the other team is taking aim. The disruptor only has a short range.
That is correct.
Which is... So she is going to spend a couple of her strain to maneuver again. To here. And it's going to target the first guy that she sees. Gonna be Tam. That's in short range. It's still giving me a setback. I don't really understand why. Do you have range defense?
No, I do have dodge though.
Nope.
So if I use dodge, I can,
you have to spend though, right?
Yeah, I do. I would like to.
Yeah, go ahead. So it's difficulty of 1 as standard. How many strain do you want to spend?
2.
Okay. So that upgrades a purple to a red and then adds a purple. And then I need to make sure that I have everything for the disruptor pistol that I need. It has the vicious quality, so just a heads up for that, which I believe affects critical injuries, right?
Yes, and it has the minimum critical injury it can do is a crippling injury.
Yeah. And then for... Okay, so I need item qualities. Vicious. Add a rating to... Oh, God. So I automatically, if I roll a critical injury with this, it adds 40 to the roll, and the lowest that I can get is...
Crippling.
Is a crippling.
You want to be doing... You want to be... I think that you accidentally meant to attack Kybax. I think...
She sees
Tam, Kybax, they basically
man.
the same words.
Alright, here we go. Who knows? It could miss. That is a triumph, and that is not good at all.
Guys, it's been nice.
Tyler,
Yeah?
you don't get to talk shit about your rolls anymore.
Okay. Wait, you guys see that too, right?
Yeah.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we see it.
Oh, yeah, we see it.
Alright. So to be clear, I still need a roll, because there's a chance that you could roll... Because on a disruptor pistol, the minimum that you can get is crippled. So go ahead and give me a roll. D100, please.
Okay, hold on.
You still want to roll low, so you want to roll lower than a 50.
Oh, I forget. It's like 1D100, right?
Yep, /R space 1D100.
Watch this be a 100. Hey!
You rolled very, very well. So, you still are crippled, so you take a severity 3 critical injury. You'd still also take 12 damage. What does that put you to in terms of health?
It comes directly from the wounds, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah,
So it's 12 minus 3
minus
with your
soak.
soak, which is 9.
Right.
You have 9 wounds, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You are hit in the chest with a disruptor pistol injury. Actually, no, it's crippled, so I'm going to ask for the same roll again. Go ahead and... would you rather be shot in the leg or in the arm?
Oh, I mean, 50-50. Let's flip a coin. Because one means I'm gonna have worse aim. The other one means I'm gonna, not be able to get away.
So you want to get hit in the arm, is what I'm hearing.
Let's just do arm. Yeah, let's do arm.
Do you want an arm to be odds or evens?
Oh, evens.
Even, so you want a 2 and a 4 for left and right arm respectively. A 1 and a 3 means a leg. Ready?
Let's do it.
You get hit in the right arm, and that arm is crippled. Is Tam a righty or a lefty?
I'm pretty sure he's canonically a lefty.
A lefty? Hey, look, I am personally a left-handed person, so I would love for my character to share the left-handedness that I have.
Yeah,
that
makes canon sense.
I am actually pretty sure he is canonically a lefty. It has come up before.
All right, so you do not drop your weapon.
All right.
You get shot in the right arm. That arm is now crippled. All right. That is, in fact, my turn. There are now 2 friendly slots up.
I can... You want to go, Nina?
If I'm gonna go... no. I'll go last. We'll see how well you guys go first. What am I gonna do? Glue him to the ground?
Okay. Oh, Trevor, what did you just do? Okay, I'll go.
Don't you also have, acid?
That's for stripping paint.
I'm sure that if you shot it up into their visor, it would do the same amount of damage. Or some damage, at least.
Tam, I will say, take a free perception check for me. I'll say div 1.
Okay.
You see hanging from this woman's waist is a tablet.
Oh. Oh. Okay, well, you know what? Okay, I am going to attack her anyway and aim. Use aim.
Perfect.
And not have any setbacks because I'm awesome. And then add another boost die because of it. It's just 1 boost die, right? Not 2. I don't know why I thought it was 2. Okay. I'm gonna attack this person. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that.
That is a triumph.
He's on a triumph.
Yeah, which is nice, but I got 2 threats.
Yeah, let me see what I can spend those threat on before I die. Combat spends. Yeah, nothing that's gonna do anything good. Actually, yeah, I'll say I'll add a boost die too. Nope, nothing. Nothing is applicable here.
Okay, well,
how would you like to do this?
I mean, I want to. I'd love to. Sorry.
Tell me.
I'm a juvenile. I was gonna say I'd love to give her a headshot. But I don't know if I'm gonna kill. Am I gonna kill her?
You can always. Well, you didn't say you were set to stun beforehand.
No, I wasn't set to stun. Unfortunately.
Yeah, so
zero chance Mandalorians might take that as an insult.
Oops. I'm not a Mandalorian.
She's dead.
I'm gonna shoot right in the forehead.
Yep. Her head is revealed. She is a Twi'lek.
Oh,
that should have been obvious before the helmet came off.
Yeah.
Or if her Leku was cut off.
Doesn't
maybe
that kill the Twi'lek?
Maybe
No, it just cripples them.
Maybe it was tucked into her suit.
So bad example, but
It would be like if you cut off somebody's ears. And also most of their skin.
All right. Who would like to go next? And Tam, claim your spot.
Oh, did I not do that?
I guess I will go next to try to capitalize on this momentum here.
Okay.
Okay, I will take... do I have to pay to maintain cover?
Nope, you're in cover.
Okay, then I will take a maneuver to aim and shoot the guy I have targeted.
Okay.
that one's dead. You want to shoot the one that you have? Oh wait.
He's not marked.
Oh wait,
as
another
dead.
one showed. A fourth one showed up.
Yeah, I'm aiming at this one.
Yeah, Lina's got her hands over her face.
Wait, did you not see me bring that one up?
Alright, here we go. The fuck? I just got a roll that said I didn't have someone targeted, but I have someone targeted. Or, not a roll, a notification.
Well, you roll. You
rolled nothing but advantages.
Yes, I'm aware.
That wasn't very nice, Tristan. Your shot goes wide.
Can I spend those advantages to, say, have shot his blaster out of his hand?
I don't believe that's how that works.
You could negate their defensive bonus, which would get rid of those setback dice.
But isn't that only on a success?
I have no idea.
It should just be on a success, right?
Alright. It's up to you. You're the GM. You're God. You can do whatever you want.
It says, under the thing, it says successful attack effects in personal combat. And that's what that is.
So can I give the next person who shoots 2 boost die?
Yeah, sure, because I feel a little bad.
Because I've got 5 advantages here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel a little bad. You can have one. Whoever wants 2 boosts can have them.
Alright, well, that's my turn.
Go ahead and claim the slot for me.
Oh, right.
I have been doing it for Tam every time.
Oh.
Gotta select yourself. There you go.
Yeah. I think that's why the animation didn't play as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Cam was just off screen for me, so I couldn't see that she wasn't highlighted.
Oh, gotcha. 2, 3. So who hasn't gone? So you've gone.
This guy.
You've gone. No, he went first.
Oh.
Who's gone? Oh.
Everyone visible
fun
has
because
gone.
well, yeah, it's fun because when when one of my characters dies, their initiative slot goes with them. So some people just don't act. Is the way it works. Because that's how this game works. Okay. Well,
wasn't there another guy over here?
No. So this guy uses a maneuver. What do you have as a gun?
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to these guys who are supposed to be competent but actually aren't.
You say that, but look at the damage we've taken.
Listen, man, you've killed several of them.
2.
Yeah, I guess 2 is a little bit short of several. Yeah, my guy's gonna get up here.
To be fair, this is the most worried I've ever been about a combat encounter.
Well, good.
We are hurting. We are hurting.
Yeah, spend 2 strain and can he roll athletics check? Actually, no, it's coordination. To see if he can get to the place that he's going. He's got
Is it a jetpack?
No.
Okay.
He's just jumping. How does he do? Oh, he does fine. He spends 2 strain. Hit. And the only person in range is Tam.
Jesus fucking.
Yeah, you sound real broken up about that, by the way. You sound real hurt.
Difficulty because he's like 2 inches away from a roaring waterfall on something that is supposedly floating on the water.
They're all tied down. Listen, man, I didn't animate this one to have moving stuff.
All right.
Sure as fuck tried.
I really did. I really wanted like a phased thing, but somewhere up there, God said no.
And by God,
Yes,
we do mean Buford.
Yeah,
I can do it, but
but you won't.
it's diff 2. It's just a blaster pistol. 2 difficulty. He missed.
Jesus Christ.
I think I might have had you selected, which is why you shot. But I was the one who I rolled off of this sheet, so we're fine. Yeah, he misses. Poor guy is completely exposed. Who would like to go next?
guess it's me. Yeah. Oh shit. She runs and slides forward, drawing another stim pack out. This one's good for 5.
Alright.
And I actually have... Oh, hi. She has an action, and she's just gonna aim up at the Mando. Fuck me.
No.
Switch to... Yeah.
You're using another maneuver to... So you've used
one
maneuver to get there.
Yeah, so I have to take the 2 strain.
Yeah.
Unless I get the free maneuver on the attack.
Okay.
Yep.
And what are you attacking with?
The care.
Which is range what?
Range short. At the target directly next to us.
Range heavy or range light?
Oh, range light.
Okay. Yeah, so it so it's diff 2.
Yeah,
because you're in
diff
engaged
2.
Range. Yep.
Yep. And yeah, she's basically slid in, stimmed him, drew the care, switched it to oil, and shot up.
No, it would be diff 1. This one's dead.
Oh, that one's dead. Okay, perfect.
Oh!
Then in that case, I'm going to switch to... Yeah, I'll switch to acid, and just spray the shit out of that guy.
That is within medium range.
Well, if she's dead, I had to move here.
Oh, yeah, all right, yeah. So that's in short range. So, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So it's just F1, right?
Yep, diff 1.
Yep.
Gonna light side it and switch to acid and fire.
Hey, critical.
She doesn't have criticals on this thing. It's a crit 0, but I can't mathematically go lower than that.
So acid does what?
You think I would have actually wrote it down, but I didn't.
Yeah.
And I would imagine that it's the disorient quality.
Yeah, there's a burn and a disorient quality to it. Yeah, so the 3 qualities you see, 1 is for each. Ensnare is the glue, knockdown to the oil, disorients the acid, and that's the damage it took.
Okay, so it's 4 damage.
4 damage and disorient.
4 damage and disorient. So -5 is 0.
That's a setback dice. All that he does.
Yeah,
Oh,
basically,
okay.
just burn the shit out of her visor while I stim him up.
Yeah, all right. Sounds good.
And I will spend those advantages. Oh! The target drops what they are wielding.
He already dropped
Actually,
his gun.
correction. The target is disabled instead of suffering wounds or strained.
Huh?
I can spend 3 advantages to disable the target instead of suffering wounds, which they weren't going to suffer anyway. She is a support class. I just melted the shit out of it. And there's just acid seeping in through all of the cracks in his armor, burning the shit out of him, making him dance for me.
So you hear...
Kybax winces.
No. Oh, no. No. He'll be okay. He'll be okay.
This is a deep pain.
Oh my god.
Cool, it gets worse.
I'm still conscious.
I'm so. Oh no! I'm sorry.
Lying down.
Targets.
Yep.
I love how Lina is Canadian as well. Sorry.
More Canadian.
That's what Chiss is. It's actually Space Canada.
Just so much not what it actually is.
I don't know. A bunch of war crimes and cold all the time. Seems pretty much like Canada to me.
Yeah, alright. Kybax, what are you doing?
I'm moving up.
Okay.
And I'm switching over to my Bola carbine.
Okay.
Eeny, meeny, miny, you. And let's see here. That is diff 1. Whatever the damage this is, it's +3. And I'll take a strain to aim.
Mm-hmm. So it's +3, so that's 17?
Yeah, and I can crit, I guess.
You guess.
Yep. They're both writhing on the ground for very different reasons. Okay. Well,
Switching targets.
they're not actually dead. I just had to mark them dead for the tracker.
I'm gonna give Lina PTSD. She didn't want to kill him.
Oh, he's not dead.
Wishes he was.
One moment, everybody. Who loves this music? I love this music. Thank you, Kevin MacLeod. What did that say? Characters in blast radius of the range. One moment, everybody. I just need to look something up quick.
I did forget to mention, I do have suppressed fire now, so if at any point you guys fail a check and you're in close range of me, like a combat check, if you shoot at somebody and you are within close range of me, you can make the person suffer 1 strain.
Gotcha. So how far can I throw a grenade again? Or I have to get
You
in
can
close-
throw a
in
grenade
short
up
range,
to
right?
short range. Yep. Unless you have an ability that increases the range of that.
Yeah, he doesn't. So he's gonna do a roll as a maneuver. Just tip 2. I'm gonna spend a dark side point because I have some of those.
Going to spin back at you? Never mind, you already rolled.
As a triumph, what can I do? I'm gonna take that as one more maneuver. He's gonna huck a grenade. Right there. And then I have to aim to hit, right?
Let me check something that I have real quick. 1 second.
Well, you have armor that's going to pretty much negate this, but it's not necessarily about you. So I still want to do... Apologies, everybody. I just want to make sure that I know how to do thrown weapons.
It would be a I've got a bunch of thrown weapons here. Let me double check on what I've got. Yeah, it would be ranged light.
Oh! Well, that's fantastic! Alright. Well, cool.
If you're throwing them at me, which it looked like was what you were doing, it would increase your difficulty by 1. Or not your difficulty, your setback dice by 1.
Alright. I wish to throw my dice. Because unfortunately, I needed one more advantage.
You did. Flavor-wise, Kybax does put himself between the grenade and his friends.
Yeah, okay. So you take 9 damage minus whatever your soak is.
So I take 3.
Cool.
Yeah.
Where's your soak tracked on your sheet?
Sorry. I've been putting my stuff in strain. That's my bad.
Mm-hmm.
I should be at 5 wounds.
Okay. and that's 2 from... Alright.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. He gets a... So he did 1 maneuver. Then he is going to... What's a maneuver that he can do? Because he doesn't have long for this world. He is going to... I could have aimed.
You could have.
Probably should have.
One of these days I'll learn how to play this fucking game. Alright.
Actually incorrect.
Who wants to go next?
Vale, stand up and stab a bitch.
Vale wakes up for a second time.
Mm-hmm.
Gives Lina a confused look. I'm sure I know you.
That one's still trying to kill you.
Time.
and he jumps up. Incidental. Can I get there from here? There's a lot of big spikes in the way. I mean, I guess I could just go around.
Yeah, you can get there.
Push his ass on something.
Boop, 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 boop.
Kick him.
Kick him.
You can hit him with your sword?
Yes, but I'm going to start with the left sword.
Great.
Actually, I should... Boop, boop. There we go. Does anyone mind if I take that light side?
Spend it.
Go right ahead.
Jesus Christ.
You did it.
I did it, but I got a bunch of threats for it.
I am going to make you suffer some strain.
Okay. I'm going to go unconscious.
Oh, I won't do that then. That would be...
Oh, Vale, our beloved yo-yo.
You can do it. I'll take it.
I like being on the ground. It's my favorite place.
I am going to... Fuck. Initiative stop being used is now last in initiative order? What does that mean?
So
The
basically,
slot
if
that
you
I'm
could...
in goes to the bottom.
Which is not something we can mechanically do in Foundry, I think.
Could you not just change that number to be like...
Okay, I'm just going to make you fall prone.
You're getting on the ground either way.
You literally just fall over.
I mean, for the condition that Vale's in, it's fair.
Hey, this guy who hasn't acted yet can go.
What guy? There's another guy?
From trapdoors, 2 more Yorbies appear.
They're so tactical! And so late!
What's the fucking point?
I'm right here. Yoo-hoo! Big summer blowout.
Yeah, alright, Vale, you're getting shot.
Do it.
Can he have some cover from the guy's friend who's right in front of him?
He's on the ground. If anything, you should get at least a setback die.
Yeah, he's getting a setback die because you're on the ground.
Would the person flying up there, looking at this scene, seeing Vale on the ground, think Vale is a viable target?
Depends on the stance of his buddy.
His buddy doesn't look very good.
I'll stop trying to get Tam killed.
He's
right here.
Lina has 2 pet followers, and she doesn't want either of them.
Why ruin a good thing? Go ahead.
Well, because he can't currently hit
Yeah, he
Kybax.
can.
There's a bunch of
Why
spikes
not?
in the way.
That just would give me a setback dice, same as if you're shooting it.
Yep.
That guy.
Standard cover.
Oh, okay. And then you have 1
Yeah,
range
so-
defense, right?
Yeah, so just 2 setback dice.
Well,
okay,
you
well, I'm
can
gonna
hit.
shoot at fail. I'm just kidding.
Oh, you can be real mean.
Wait.
Oh! Yeah, I don't know what she would do at this point. Yeah, I guess she would shoot at the biggest threat, so yeah, Kybax.
Hey!
You ready for how wild this roll is gonna be?
Yeah.
The
Oh,
fuck?
You take no damage.
Yeah. And she takes 2 strain.
Whoop-de-doo, Basil. Alright.
Actually, can I just perform 1 free maneuver?
No. Who's
I'll
going
go
next?
That isn't fair, but okay.
Alright. I'm gonna shoot the bitch.
Which one? There are 2 bitches.
This bitch.
Boy. I'm not saying a boy can't be a bitch, but I'm assuming he's using a gendered insult.
I will take a maneuver to aim.
Yeah. Once again, something that I could have done, but whatever.
Bitch! At least I hit, but I would like to get some fucking advantages and hits.
Well, I was gonna say, be careful what you wish for, because...
Yeah, the last time I had nothing but advantages. But hey, I hit, so...
Anything else?
No, I have no advantages.
Alright. Whoever would like to go next?
Go ahead, Tam.
Sorry. All right.
You are 16, going on 17.
Okay, I am
fucked up
going
song,
to
man.
aim at this dude
Alright.
right there. And, oh, I gotta clean my spot. Here, let me do that, because I think that's why I didn't fire last time.
Yep, you gotta select your... Yep, perfect.
Yeah. And, alright. There we go. All the good things. And then I'm gonna add my little boost die. And then I'm gonna roll.
Take 2 strain.
God dang it. Is that... Why am I... Is that...
Who did you aim for? This guy?
Yes.
Alright. Anybody else?
Lina seen Vale's still alive, so he's just on the ground. Like, he likes it down there. I'm gonna go over and stim Tam instead.
Alright.
I actually have
Tin salmon instead.
I have to actually use my maneuver to pull out that stim pack, but I was close enough. Or was I? I was not.
Make sure to claim your spot.
Taking 2 strain for the second maneuver, and stimming Tam.
Alright.
Now, what's the... I get 4 back? 5 back? 4 back? 5 back.
You get 5 back. You get 7 back.
7 back. Yeah, because it's the first time, so it's 5 of them. Okay.
First time for me.
This is 5 strain, not 5 wounds, right?
This is 5 wounds.
Oh, 5 wounds.
7 wounds.
7 wounds.
7 wounds. Sorry.
Jesus.
I'll get there. Got it. Thank you.
Hi. I'd like to tell you about our Lord and Savior disruptor pistols.
No.
You alright?
Um,
Who are you aiming at?
I'm at this one right here.
Mm-hmm.
Is this 2 setback dice for all of them?
You need to use a maneuver to ready or draw or holster weapons.
Yep.
Okay. I literally just took a 5-foot step. Is that a full maneuver?
No, you can run a corner. That's it. That's fine.
Yeah. Okay. So I will take my maneuver. No, it's an incidental to holster maneuver to draw.
Yep.
Yeah. So that is what I will do. Maneuver to draw. I will take 2 strain to aim. And I will activate the paired weapon. To hit that one as well. So 12 to each of them.
Okay.
I guess that's my turn.
Okay. Both of them are still up.
Fuck.
Alright. This guy, knowing that he's not long for this world, he's got one more frag grenade.
Ugh.
He's gonna throw it at Vale.
Oh my god.
Just kind of gently drops it on his prone body.
Yeah.
Wait, he's throwing a frag grenade at his feet?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He's about to hit him, his buddy, and Vale all at the same time.
No, his buddy's
To be
slightly in
fair-
range.
No, I'm talking about this one that isn't dead, just incapacitated.
Uh-huh.
To be fair, he's seen Vale come back from the dead twice.
Twice, yeah. So he looks at Vale as the next coming of Mando Jesus, and this can't stand. So here we go. It's range, he's engaged range, we're throwing it. Alright. He's gonna spend a maneuver to aim. Who's died? There you go, Tyler. You're frickin' learning. God.
If he misses, does it just like fall into the waterfall?
No.
Oh my god. So does it?
You have got to be kidding me.
I mean, Vale's still conscious, so you could see the grenade coming, just be like, no, and bats it off to the side.
That's unbelievable, guys.
I just want it to end. Okay. So I'm gonna spend a dark side point. The grenade explodes in his hand. He's dead. Because this is going on simply too long. And since I didn't roll enough advantages, there's no blast damage, so Vale, you're fine.
By a dud. What a bitch.
Alright. Someone, please end this combat.
Lina will take the turn? Oh. I can't even shoot out that far.
Alright, maneuver to aim. Here we go. I will activate the crit.
Her body explodes in 1,000 pieces. Alright.
You hit her frag grenade.
Yeah, she explodes. She didn't have a grenade.
It's a shame. If I recall correctly, she sounded kind of cute.
Very waifish. So, wayfish, rather. You recover the beacon. There is still one Mandalorian alive. This one. Still disabled. Still writhing in pain from the acid. What do you guys do with him?
Lina runs forward and like, I'm going to help you, but you have to promise not to try to kill us. Yeah. Are you a real Mando?
Vale is blades drawn, walking down on this writhing Mandalorian.
Cam will crouch up next to him and put her blaster to his head and say, "Stop moving and let her help you." Stay still. Alright. Get to work on this.
Damn it.
Vale, this isn't helping.
Vale's in a stabby mood.
Vale, this is...
so insane. I love you, like, I'm gonna stab this guy to shut him up and just stick the vibrosword in the dirt.
Yeah. She reaches into her med pack and pulls out that drug that she drugged the other chick with. And just puts him to sleep. Okay, he's still alive. I don't think he wants to be.
Let me kill him.
But
yeah, let's go. We got the beacon. Let's go.
I am stealing this one's jetpack.
The jetpack, I'm spending a dark side point. The jetpack is irretrievably damaged.
He's got 5 more too.
And that's what we're
going
leaving the
to
session
come
today.
to your house
Everyone,
and shit in your cat's litter box.
Everyone gets 10 XP. Congratulations. Thank you so much for playing. I'm so tired.
Vale, I'm
Victor
so
Sound.
sorry you were a chew toy.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna have to fix that.
Yeah, everybody take a wonderful week. I will see you next weekend. Bye-bye.